Hello, everybody. Good morning to those waking up in the States. It's me again, Jay, the Black Filipino TV. I'm back with another show. Actually, let me get some lighting. 1 second, guys. I got to get this lighting right. Because in my head, I look so dark. You turn the light on, kid? I got my trusty assistant / wife. Kay got it for me. But, today, I named this live this. As you can see, it is a live stream. And I think it should be a live stream because I'm going to go in deep detail. This is going to be a bigger explanation. I need more time than a video. How you doing, Suzette? How you doing, Suzette? Hello, watching you in Egypt. Thank you for watching all the way from Egypt. Suzette, are you Filipino? Looks like it. Suzette Tanong. Looks like you're Filipina. But yeah, I'm going to get into this because you hear it all the time in the community. You know, you can't bring your Filipina to the U.S. You can't bring her back home. And I want to go in deep detail about it. Okay. And I want to explain why you can. You know, I want to explain why you can. See, I don't want people to get misconstrued that I fully believe that. You can't. The U.S. is tainted, yes. But you still can bring your lady there. I'm going to explain why. That's good to see you. Suzette is a Filipino. So I want to get into this today. But before I do that, let me just add something to the stream here. Add the ticket to the bottom of the screen. You see that, guys? I haven't got a ticker for you. And I got to correct it, actually. Because I got the ticker showing there. And it's incorrect. Let me edit it. Edit this ticker. 1 second, y'all. Can you bring your Filipina to the U.S.? Question mark. So I got the ticker, and that's going to be the topics that we're talking about. So now it's going to show. Can you bring your Filipina to the U.S.? But I'm going to wait for more people to come in. I feel it wouldn't be right to just go in and start talking about it. I want to wait till some more people come in. So also we have John Thomas. How you doing? Monroe Smith. How you doing? Hello. Shout out to you from Greensboro, North Carolina. Tony Anderson. Magandang Gabi. Yes. Magandang Gabi for me. Magandango Maga for you, brother.
My student is there?
Magandang, yeah, your student Tony Anderson's here. And also, guys, Kay's gonna pretty soon I'm waiting for Kay to prepare her lessons. Like they're gonna be more intense than what she's doing for me, but Kay's gonna be charging only $10 an hour, and she's going to teach you guys Tagalog. So if you guys want personal training with Kay, I'll let you know when it comes. I'll announce it so you guys you're welcome to purchase it, and and Kay will teach you directly. Will this live be posted to your page? Don't have much time right now to watch it and really want to hear what you're saying. Love and support from Panama City. Yeah, Daniel Hitchcock, this live will be on my page, so you can go ahead and I know you're busy. You may be working, but thank you for checking in, though, Daniel. But this will be posted to my page. I want to make sure I have enough water. So I'm going to do a lot of talking today. But let me start getting right into it. I kind of want to get right into this because this here is important to me. Actually, I'm having special guests on today, and I hope they come.
Can you bring yours together?
Can you bring
yours?
Oh yeah, see, Kay got my back over here. Kay got my back. And that's one of the reasons why I could bring Kate to the States. But we're going to talk about it. Let me see. 1 second. Let me check this here. It's banners. Okay, let me go to my banners. Let me hide this. Let me fix this ticker. 1 second, guys. I'm trying to get it right. I'm going to get it right, though. All right, there we go. That's better. Can you bring your Filipina to the U.S.? Excuse me, I got. Wow. Now, I'm going to tell you why you can. Now, there are many guys that bring their Filipina to the U.S. and they have heartache. But I think I'm going to save that one for a video of why it happens to guys. My boy Al actually message me on my Hangouts. I do speak with people I'm cool with on Hangouts, and I have a couple of people I speak to that I actually met through the channel. I speak to them on Hangouts, and he told me, he said, you need to speak on this. You need to speak on how guys need to make sure they're, being careful with their Filipino when they meet them, because a lot of times they're going to the U.S. and then they're ending up in problems. But I said, you know what I'm going to do in the live stream today? I'm going to do that on the flip side on why you can bring your Filipino to the U.S. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to address that what he told me in a video soon. That's probably going to be Monday or maybe even Tuesday. I may do that. But I'm going to talk about that. That's going to be one of my next topics, and I think it's going to be interesting. But still, I want to talk about today why you can bring your Filipino to the U.S. and because people already do it. Think about it. I'm sure some of you guys are watching. Let me read some of the comments first. Buffering. Chino, what's going on? And definitely interested in getting lessons for Tagalog. Yeah, I'll let you know. And Abigail said, yep, on the process of getting there. And what's going on, Doan? How you doing? How you doing? And Chico, thank you for joining me, Chino. I call him Chico. I mean Chino. But yeah, no, I want to go in detail about that. Now, here's why. But there's some things that you got to be careful of. Okay. Now, you see how I did my process with Kay? I came to the Philippines, lived here. You do that at that time. What's going on, Lee Robinson? How you doing? I could, but illegal electronic surveillance destroyed my marriage. Oh, that's crazy. Christopher Tucker, email me to blackfilipino@gmail.com. I would love to tell your story. If you don't want your name shown, I'll keep it out. But I love those stories. I love getting stories from guys because a lot of times there's people that haven't had situation happen with Christopher Tucker. And I'll explain more later. But hello, guys. I'm debating whether to bring Charlie to the U.S. or relocate to the Philippines. It is cheaper there, but is it really a better life? I tried to email you, but it did not work. Yeah, email me to blackfilipino@gmail.com. And guys, I give consultations. It's only $20. We can talk for up to 30 minutes, even an hour if it goes longer. I'm willing to help anybody and discuss anything with anybody. But just if you just got a quick question, just email me and I'll chat with you. But now what happens is, okay, before you get your Filipino to the U.S., sometimes, and Garrett asked this question, sometimes I feel if you're a guy that says, you've been done wrong by ladies in the States, okay, and you feel a certain way, you feel like, wait a minute, I don't know if she's using me, you're not sure. Number one, that means you haven't done your homework while you was talking to her online. Okay, while you're talking to a woman online, you got to do your homework. Okay, and sometimes that's not good enough. But like when I was talking to Kay online, like she was actually with the kids in class, showing me the kids, and I know it's wrong, but she showed the kids, and I was able to see them doing plays and I met the directress, the person that owned her school. I was able to see and teachers that were in her school, so I knew everything Kay was telling me was real because I did my homework. But still, all in all, even with that, you may still need to go out and go live in the Philippines for a little while. And because I do suggest that. I do suggest, especially for you guys that may not trust, to come to the Philippines for a while. And it's crazy because I'm gonna have one guest today, and the guest I'm gonna have, they're a perfect example of why you can bring your Filipino to the U.S. Because a lot of you guys, you hear from these expats, and it's like, oh man, I can't do it. I can't do it. And then I even see the video where somebody got my words wrong and thought that's how Jay feels. Jay feels you can't bring a girl to the U.S. And they were doing it for for clickbait. They did it for clickbait. And I seen it, and I didn't even get mad. I didn't get mad. And I seen it, and they know who they are, but I seen it. I'm not mad at it. I said, oh, well, they try to use me to get shine, and that's fine. But little do they know, I don't believe that. You understand? Because the way I talk strongly about things, because I'm I'm not just opinionated. Like I kind of know the thing. I know the things I'm talking about, you know, and you kind of know. But say if you're a guy that doesn't trust though, what you would do is you would come say, you know what, I'm gonna go out and go live in the Philippines for 3 to 6 months or even a year. Because sometimes you still won't know someone. If you want to do that, you can do that. But me coming out here and living here, I know I could bring Kate to the moon and back. You understand what I'm saying, guys? I knew that before I came. Because you can know this before you come. You can know. Because my lady I was talking to is marriage minded. We both are marriage minded. I know you guys hear that. I know you hear it on other shows. Other shows talk, don't they talk about that? Someone that's marriage minded. Okay, I wasn't marriage minded when I was in my 20s. But when I hit my 30s, okay, especially when I gave my life to God, that was a big change. And that's how I met Kate. You know, we both were into this. We both have the same religion, actually the same. You know, we have the same beliefs. So that right there was it for me. Okay, and that was strong for me because I had to meet a woman that believed the same things I believe. So that's how I knew. So when you meet a woman like that, okay, and she's handling her business. She's not, you know, just thinking about, oh, okay, you know what? She's not thinking about what a lustful mind, and she's preparing things. You know, she's organized. She's how does the whole West will make your Filipino toxic? Well, yeah, and I'm going to talk about that House of Haas, and actually, the guest I'm going to have is going to talk about it because the West won't make your Filipino toxic if you actually find a Filipino in a way of suggesting, and you move in that same way. There's no way that the West will make your Filipino toxic because before you even get your Filipino out there, you need to. I suggest coming here for a while, okay? For you guys that don't trust House of Haas, like say for instance, if you're a guy that feels okay, you know what, I don't trust the situation, come live here. Come meet your lady. Then say, you know what, I want to go back to the U.S. I'm gonna make money. You know what, I trust this lady. She showed me in a matter of these couple of months or even this year. I know it sounds crazy, and a lot of you guys can't do that. But what happens is some of you guys get the woman out there and it goes wrong, and I'm going to talk about that. But the guest that I'm going to bring on today, and I can't bring you in yet, guest, because I want to talk about this a little bit. But they're right now in the back room waiting for me. Um, yeah, character vetting and moral values. You do need to vet their moral values. You have to do your homework. Okay. The thing is, guys are bringing Filipinas to the U.S. and they're not doing their homework on them. They just say, "Oh, she's so gorgeous. Oh, I can't wait." And then they get her out there, and then she ends up doing her thing, and then now he's looking to kill her for that because a lot of Filipinos get out there and get killed from guys that get extra jealous, and she goes and runs off and does her own thing, and then he ends up killing her. Like, what's the whole point of that? You know, you didn't bring your woman out there to for murder. I mean, it's crazy, but it happens. It happens, guys. This is not just tongue in cheek. This is actual facts that I'm saying to you, and this is actual. This is actual reality of what needs to be done. This is the reality. And what happens is you have some guys out there that, of course, you think with your heart. I thought my heart as well. But when I met my lady, I also used my brain too. That was the thing. I said, forget the heart. I got to use my head. Okay. I think a Filipino would be okay. The West for a province girl would be too much. Well, province girl can take it. A province girl can take the West. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I think you bring a province girl to the West, you probably would actually even you be good too because she's not going to be. She's going to be more so like that's the woman you take out there and go have a farm, a province girl, and go grow your own food. You know what was happening in the U.S. right now? They're locking things down if you don't got the jab, and it's crazy. But taking a Filipino from the province out to the West Coast, like that's a perfect opportunity, especially like me, for instance. Kay's not a province girl, but actually, no, Kay is a province girl. She has a province girl mentality. Even though Kay was in the city a lot, Kay has a province girl mentality. But no, you can bring a province girl to the West. And a province girl is perfect to bring to the West and not be a part of the West. That's even more perfect. But you can do the same thing with a Filipina that's in a city if she has values. Okay. You got to make sure she has values. Like a lot of times, what happens with guys is they get Filipinas to the U.S. I'm not saying that she's going to do you wrong, but you'll get a Filipina out there who their parents may have a street mentality, live on the streets of Manila, and that mentality is doggy, doggy, dog. Seriously. I told you guys one time when I went to the store, right? I didn't give someone change because they opened the door for me. It was a lady, and I had a cake. I had a bag of chips in my hand, and because I didn't give her change, she tried to rip the bag of chips out of my hand. See, now she can jump online easily and get a guy to bring her to the States and beat him in the head. Because a lot of times that's the ones that get these guys too. The same one that tried to rip the chips out of my hand will go right online, get a guy to fall in love with her, and then come to the States and then boom, and come to the land of opportunity and go, oh wow, there's so many guys, oh wow, and get excited, because they never seen nothing like that before. I think we're overlooking aspects of American politics, radicalizing people. A lot of women can easily fall into the propaganda that male leadership is toxic. Well, it depends, House of Hots. It depends on, you have to mold your woman's mind too, in a way. Not mold it, but you got to be in sync with her, like totally in sync. Like me and Kat can look her in the face and the connection is just there. And that's what makes the love stronger. House of House. You have to, you and your woman have to be connected, spiritually. Yeah, exactly. You got to guide it. Yeah. That's the thing. Nowadays, men are not guiding women like they used to, you know. You have to guide a woman in the way she should go. Like you guys see, a lot of times they say, a lot of times, right? Women, they can't, they have to go to men to get the direction. The woman out there in the world needs to go to their older brothers or their fathers or their uncles, say if they don't have a father, to get direction from men on who to date because they don't know no better. Because women lead with their heart. You understand? And what happens is a lot of times guys come out here and they end up leading with their heart. That's a no-no. That's where the problem lies. That's when those guys get the woman over there and they get done dirty. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't do their homework. They don't do their homework. And I was telling Katie, I said, man, I need to write a book because guys, this is real. It's not even game. It's like, it's the natural order of things. And I picked it up from, just seeing it in my life, like my real father wasn't there, but I grew up around my stepfather there since I was one, been married to my mother the entire time since I was 1 year old. So I've seen family. I've seen all of my family members with family. I've seen my grandfather stay with my grandmother. I've seen my aunts and my uncles and a bunch of them, like my aunt, and then I've seen my uncle. Both of them with their people with their husband and wife until now. My uncle was a little different, but still, I've seen togetherness with him. To where the lady he's with now, which my auntie, love her to death. He's ride or die with her, and I've seen that. The problem with bringing a woman to the U.S. is American woman and PH Americanized woman getting her head with American logic, and that's the thing that you got to mold, Derek. That's what I'm saying. You got to mold. A woman has to be molded, remolded. A guy has to be kind of like her father figure, her best friend, everything all in one. You got to be that. Seriously, you got to be that. That's why actually, believe it or not, that's where actually age gap could work for the guy, because the woman's gonna understand and say, okay, I need to respect him and I need to take advice from him and take heat from him. That's why a guy older, or not even a guy that's older, a guy that has an older mentality, okay, and it's about his business, needs to mold his woman. That's why a lot of guys want to move to the Philippines, because a lot of times women in the West are unmoldable. But can you have a woman that's moldable in the West? Yes, because think about it, guys. Think about it. There's people that are living there now that are still married. They have happy marriages. You get what I'm saying? Like I got my boy. I got a bunch of people out there. I got Cliff and Rue, who I'm going to bring on today, who's actually going to come back to the Philippines. Who's together. I got my boy, The Wallace Life. who's out there. I got my other boy, what's his name? The Big O, who's been out there with his wife the entire time. You know, it's a lot of guys. I can go on and on and on and on and on. I can go on probably for the next 20 minutes naming people that go out there and been out there for years with their ladies. So you can't tell me that it won't work. You know, that's why it's like, okay, would I bring Kay to the US? Of course I would. In a heartbeat. In the way I have to. My family's not gonna come here to meet Kay. You know, I have to bring Kay to the US because that's the only way my family's gonna get to meet her. But do I trust her around the wolves and the snakes and the pit? Yes, I do. I trust her in the pit, in the pit of the vipers. Because really, guys, it's like you guys are explaining the pit of vipers. It's a pit of vipers in the U.S. Like you got Filipinas out there that Americanize. They try to pull at your lady and try to convince her mind. A woman got to be able to last through that. You can't keep your woman from the fire. You got to bring her through the fire. You see what I'm saying? That's what's going to test your relationship. If it doesn't work, this is the thing, guys. If I brought Kay to the U.S. and it didn't work, oh, thank you. It's like, thank you. I got that out of my life now. You see what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Okay. Kay wasn't for me. But I know that's not going to happen, though. Because of our beliefs. You see what I'm saying? I date the most beautiful woman in the Philippines, but it will cost you. It will cost you a lot because she has many suitors. It depends. It depends. I don't, chosen one. I don't get involved in that. And plus, believe it or not, women in the Philippines, they can be the most beautiful woman, and they're not needy of things like that. Because in the Philippines, that most beautiful woman is normal. Except for sometimes you get women that are just drop dead gorgeous, But no, even still, though, Filipinos most times a very genuine woman. See, another one here, Mitch Morena, it got brought to the States, still with her man. She's young, and he's much older than her, but she's not. She been out there for what, like 2 years, Mitch? How long you been in the States? And the examples are actually coming to the show, like they actually come to the show all the time, But she's a perfect example. So it can be done, guys. Like, don't get caught up with these expat videos because they'll have you like completely lost. Seriously, if these expat videos, some of these guys will have you lost because some of these guys are miserable. And I'm not pointing fingers at nobody, but it's true. Somebody and see, yes, 2 years, Miss Miranda said. See, some of these guys, they go through their situations and they go through these situations without thinking. And Abigail said it perfect in the video. If you guys watch the last video and ask a Filipina, she said sometimes you can get an older guy who thinks like a kid. And there's a lot of expats in the Philippines that think like kids, And I've even had guys tell me, and I don't consider myself wise, but guys have said, Jay, I come to watch you, and I get more wisdom from you than anybody I've ever watched. And it's not me. It's not that I have wisdom, because I don't consider myself wise. A man that considers himself wise is a fool. So I don't consider myself wise. But that's what he said to me, and I didn't take it as like, okay, I'm wise. I took it as, well, thank you, but it's the natural order of things. I feel as a man at 40 years old, I should understand what's happening in the world. If I don't understand what's happening in the world, I'm gone. I'm doomed. I'm doomed. And that's why actually I'm going to start my channel about God. I'm going to post it in my community because I want you guys to know what's happening in the world. But I'm not going to go too deep on that. But let's go. Is it Jay's experience? It is Jay's experience that exactly, Garrett Austin. It's the experience that counts. That's what it is. So I'm just waiting. Sorry, Cliff and Rule, what happened? I gotta tell you guys what happened. I started the live at 9:30, right? Because I didn't want to just start the live and be like fumbling and not together. So I said just start a little bit later. And when people join in, so it's getting pushed to 10, and I gotta wait for Kay to come in. I don't think Kay took a shower already. I think she took a shower already. But yeah, I gotta wait for Kay to come in. I want to talk with Kay for like 10 minutes. Experience is the best teacher. It is. It is the best teacher. And also, Cliff and Rue, I want to talk about. I just want to talk about like these things here, like what I'm talking about right now, because guys need to hear this. That's why I said, you know what, I can do a video about it. But if I do a video about it, like I'll be talking for for 2 hours in the video. I'm gonna do a video like that one time. I bet you guys won't watch. I'm gonna do a video just talking for an hour. You guys will be like, man, I can't watch this. Jay, stop it. Like, Jay, this is so boring. You know, Abigail from Sharon. Hi, this is Rue. Come stop. Abigail got people coming to live that are her friends. No, it's funny. I gotta tell you guys about that because right, what happened with Abigail, right, when she was in a live, like the first time we brought her on live, she actually had friends that she grew up with watching her and sending it to my sister-in-laws. It was crazy. And then the friends that she went to school, actually, my sister-in-law went to school. Actually, me and Abigail are cousins, just to let you guys know. Me and Abigail are cousins. And actually, her uncle is the one that sold me my land. What happened? What you say, kid? What you say, kid? I think Kay said she's coming soon. Kay, I need you to come soon now. Like now. I got Cliff and Rue waiting here. They're anxious to get in. Definitely the K1 90 days process is the best way to bring your Filipino if you have spent enough time, meaning a couple of years with your Filipino and the PH. Yeah, I definitely, that's the best way always. I suggest that. But sometimes a guy, he has work in the States. Like for a guy like me, it was everything I did was convenient. Like I was on it. Like I'll make sure I had experience with working online. It's funny, like what I was doing actually prepared me for the pandemic. Like years ahead of time, I was prepared for the pandemic. Years ahead of time. Like now, people can't even work unless they, get vaccinated. A lot of people don't want to get vaccinated. What's going on, Mike Wasley? So like, I even got family members they don't want to get vaccinated, and they have no choice. And if everybody needs help, I'll tell, hey, look, especially family, like, look, this is what you got to do. All you gotta do is have a little bit of a mouth on you. You can talk. You can learn a new trade. Like it's big. That's big. If a guy is like being faced with things like that, he doesn't want to get the jab or whatever. I think a guy should. Everybody should have a choice. But what they're doing in the U.S. is crazy. I feel, you know what? Learn a trade. Work online. You can't have your job. Back in 2014, actually, more than 33% of the U.S. worked online. A lot of people didn't know that. But it's like 2014, 33% of the people that were employed in the US actually were freelancers online or had their own business. 33%.
I'm coming.
And those numbers increased after 2009. Remember that when the what's the name hit? Around that time, around 2009 and 2012, when the there's a little bit of a recession happened. No, not 9/11. But 9/11 that helped that hurt it too. But then people started moving to online working. And I seen it too. Like I was working at a job, right, guys, and I wasn't appreciated. And I said, forget this. I quit. I quit. I quit, took my money, and then I started working online. Expats is only 2% of marriages. Yeah. I bet. I bet that number's real. That expats are only 2% of marriages. And it's sad. It's showing guys out there to just be dogs for the rest of their life. And these guys are old, man. Some of these expats are old. Like they need to be finding a woman to spend the rest of their life with. Not coming out here and being players. It's backwards. I'm not trying to. I'm not judging anybody either. I don't want anybody to take it the wrong way. I'm not trying to judge anybody. But when you get older, you want to find somebody that loves you for you and that is not there just for your money. A lot of times, even in the Philippines, you get in the Philippines, you're dealing with a woman that could be just for money. And like, of course, you can find a woman for you, but you know, it's like living backwards a lot of times. Chosen one, that's what it is. Taboo, no Filipinos are not forced. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, Filipinos aren't forced yet. I'm hoping they don't force the vaccine, but it could be coming. But I'm not worried about it. I just need to prepare myself. That's all. That's all. That's all. Vince Lawson, thanks a lot for the super chat, brother. And he said, Vince Lawson said, checking in from Augusta, Georgia. How hard is it to start a calling center in PH? Cost, employment, and international laws. How can we speak on this matter? Well, email me, theblackfilipino@gmail.com, but I'll give a little bit right now. Okay. Now, me, myself, I'm married to a Filipina. Okay. I'm working on getting my business license here in the Philippines. And Vince, I just made, and actually, no, I'm not going to open my own call center. Actually, I'm not. I'm not going to open my own call center. I'm not going to open it. I'm going to open up an online call center, right? Because right now, people are in person, right? Online is the way. And I had in my head before, like when I first came out to the Philippines, Vince, that's what me and Kay did together. Me and Kay had an online call center. We had an online call center. Like we were ahead of the curve. We I don't know. I felt this was happening. I felt this was gonna come like this. You know, they've been. Let me bring Kay in. Hey, Kay.
Hi guys, welcome back for another guesting. Wow. Sorry guys, I was late because I was preparing our food, and I need to take a shower to look fresh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
I want to shout out to our super chatter, Beans Lawson, checking in from Augusta, Georgia. How hard is it? You read this already?
I read it. Yeah, I read it. I read it.
Thank you, Vince, for the super chat.
But no, what I was telling Vince is that's what we did when we first, like before I came to the Philippines. Me and Kay would hire Filipinos, and we didn't pay them Filipino wages. Actually, I was paying Filipinos like $2-3 an hour.
Yeah.
And the reason why I paid them that because in the Philippines, nobody's getting that like that. I mean, you get it when you with a company for like a year or two, 3 years. But nobody's getting $2-3 an hour. They're getting like 25,000 a month, and it's like robbery. So I paid them $2-3 an hour, and me and Kay, but I trained them. And the first thing I told them, Vince, was don't. If I hear you say sir, I said don't let me hear you say sir. I said all the calls are recorded. If I hear you say sir, I'm gonna lose my mind because the thing is in the Philippines they used to saying sir, and the thing is in the States when you calling people. Of course, you need to be respectful, but you can't say sir. They were like, "What, sir?"
Well, actually, when I was working in a call center, they usually said that first during the training, do not say sir, just call them the first name. So when we train this agent, there's only one agent that doesn't really work in a call center, but the two agents that work with us, they're very expert. The other one is a TL already, team leader, and he just want an extra job. Jojo.
Yep.
Yeah, he was
Jojo,
already a team leader in one of the popular call center here, but he wants to have an extra job, so that's why he worked with us. So.
We had to let Jojo go because Jojo would say things. It was funny. Okay, tell him story.
No, because Jojo, for example, it's a sale, so you need to be a little bit pushy. But the only thing is, it's not really hard. No, it's not really hard. No, it's still a little bit aggressive. It's not really hard, guys, because you just need to. It's appointment setting, so you just need to set a schedule, right? So this Jojo was gonna set a schedule, and then the customer said, "No, I'm not interested. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm busy." Okay, if it's okay, maybe next time. It's like he gave up right away. In sales, you need to try one more time or maybe twice, and then if it's really like no, I can't do it, then just let it go.
Man, I talked about it before, but we had this lady in Cebu, and I still got her information. Kay, if we start doing this again, because I'm not doing it right now, because I'm working contracts on my own, but if we start doing this again, I'm gonna contact this lady. I talked about it before on a live stream. She's from Cebu, and she sounded Jamaican. She sounded like she's from the West Indies, and man, she would be on the phone, and whew, she was a monster. Man, I love this girl. She'd be working for like 2 hours and have like 4 leads. Remember, Kay? I'd be like, man. She'd be like, oh, I got 5 leads, 7 leads today. I'm like, man. And then I was giving commission too. Yeah.
She was working in Australian account and UK account. She's really good. Even though she has an accent, like she's Filipino, but she's very aggressive. But anyway, Jay, I know you're gonna put in Cliff and Rue. I just want to
Yeah,
shout
yeah, man,
out.
about to. Yeah.
I want to shout out first before you put them in. Our members, TBF members, thank you so much for being a member. We're going to do another interview next week, so stay tuned so you can watch the live interview with
Yes.
As a Filipina. But before that, I want to say thank you, Danica Garcia. Welcome. She just
Yes.
recently being a member this week. Danica Garcia, shout out. Robert Carrillo, the Big O Experience, brother. Anthony Powell, A. Vincula, Cos, Jay Brown, Dan the Defiant, All Gringo, The Wallace Life, Gomer 171, Hybrid Pinoy, Simply Rocco, Pinay Forever, I see her earlier, Lamont Taylor,
Mm-hmm.
Rob Cook, Mr. Henry Man, Afro Troop TV. Cliff and Rue is coming soon, guys. They will be here.
Yes.
Easy Hernandez, Douglas DeSico, Exotic Filipina, Kaylo, Charles Acana. Hopefully you got your t-shirt, Charles. We sent it already.
Yeah.
Tony Anderson. Tony is here, my student, my number one student. The only one who commented on JNK Learning Tagalog in 1 minute. Tony Anderson, Ken Lee, The Professor, Tari Campbell, Life as a Human, Jojo, Maurice Howard. Oh my gosh, I lost it. Sorry. Kay Dallas, John Thomas, I see you here. Cecilia Salamat, Bigman 7917, Tampa Life, Craig McCoy, Clifton Palmer, Gonzo 660, Eve Calma Kitchen, Canada, The J Maverick Show, and Far From Home. Thank you guys for being a member. And I hope you stay and I hope we grow more. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. But no, and like Garrett Austin, I see you, man. If you can do it, I'm telling you, and Kay will tell you too, bro. The way to be free, and you'll be on a clock, but not necessarily on a clock, is in sales. Like you have any type of computer skills, like you know, say if you know graphic design, things like that. You're still working, but you're working on your own time. It's not necessarily a job, but sales is gonna be more like of a job. But still, Kay knows. I still control my own time. I say when I want to work. I say when I want to work. Right? I set my own schedule. And the people I'm working for now, they actually allowed me to work 55 hours a week if I want to. So it's all up to me. I can work any hours I want to work. And they said just these are the 55 hours a lot of time you have to deliver. And I just go in and knock it out every day. And I'm working for these people, guys. And the thing that made me happy with them is the guy called me. He said, Jay, he said, man, this one account, he said, everybody keeps talking about you. He said, this one account, people have been trying to get this guy's information for 4 months, right? People are trying to get this guy's information for 4 months. You come in a week and you get his information right away. And he said, and you get in everybody's information. And he said, man, I got to tell you, like, it's good what you're doing. And he's like, it's good for, like, say, when the time comes, if we want to keep you on, like, say, when the contract is ended, you know, there's going to be extra work. You know, definitely, of course, I'm going to have first consideration. And I'm like, yeah. And it's only been a week. So I'm like, man, you don't even know the half. But Kay knows that I do that with contracts, though. That's why I keep them. And that's why he hired me. You know, he sees my resume there. And then when you see my resume, it shows over 100,000 made. So you see that, and it's like, who's this guy that made over $100,000 on his platform? You see what I'm saying? And you're like, hold up. Let's see what this guy's talking about. And then they hire me, and then it's like, oh, he's actually delivering. It's static?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's static a little bit when you talk.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so I think it's you.
Me before. Oh.
Jay is the villain. The villain.
Oh.
Jay is the suspect, right? There is a static on the Asa Filipina. You are under arrest. I'm joking. Yeah, I can see that.
It's bad.
Now it's okay. Maybe when you move the wire or
when
something.
I'm moving, the wire. Yeah, I gotta fix this.
Just let it steady. But anyway, guys, the reason I was smiling because Jay has already a talent in getting a lot of contact. I'm jealous because he's from US and Upwork. They usually hire people that is in US. So guys, if you wanna work online, it's gonna be easy for you. But only thing you need to have this aggressiveness, but still calm. Really. No, you still need to be aggressive if you're doing sales, but you're still calm. Speak calmly. Don't act like you're doing sales. You can do it, guys. You just need to be very
Well, what I do, I'll let you guys know. I talk just like how I talk in my videos. And I said it to the guy because we talked, and he said, "What is it?" He said, "What are you doing?"
Hi, Kate Mason. Hello,
I said, "Well, I'm just talking." I said, "I'm just talking to people, and I don't sound like I'm trying to sell them anything." And he said, "Yeah, that's what I told the guys too. That's what I told the other guys. But like the guys, they just don't get it." And I'm like, "Well, because he asked me, he said something like, Jay, like this." He kind of put it in a way like because it was a team meeting, and I didn't want to say anything. And then I met with him later, and I told him why. I said I didn't want to say anything because I don't want people to feel like this new guy came on. He's just telling us what to do. You see what I'm saying? So I said, I'm a humble guy. Like, I don't want to just feel like I'm telling these guys. It's different when I'm talking to you guys. Of course, I don't have to be as humble. I'm really myself, but still at the job, I'm myself usually. And I'm always myself at the job. I should say usually always myself. And, I told him, I said, I just don't want to come across the wrong way. I said, I'm new here. These guys been doing this for months. Some of them even for years. And, me telling them what I'm doing and just being a week here, I said, slowly we can work it into where I say something to them and work it in slowly. But then at that time, it's like, if I'm working it in slowly, you got to pay for that. I'm not giving anybody any coaching because then I'm doing your job. But I didn't say that to him, but still, it's true. It's true, though. Can't wait until Charlie and I can be together like Kay and JR. I long for that day. Happy you guys found each other. So, all right, guys, I'm going to cut to the chase now. I got them waiting in the background.
Thank you, sis. I got them waiting in the background.
And so now we're going to invite into the live Cliff and Rue.
Oh, my gosh, Jay, you're hanging.
Here we go.
You invited the guests.
Hey. What's going on?
Hi.
Hello.
Hey. And actually, I even have the questions I'm going to ask y'all. I think we're just going to just talk. Right, Kay?
There you go.
I think we're just going to talk. So, Cliff and Rue, what's going on?
This way, Rue. Not much. We were just kind of packing, and we closed on the house on Tuesday, so we're one step closer.
All right. Okay. So explain a little more. Explain a little more, y'all.
Let's check the mic first, Jay, if everything is okay.
Relax.
I can't see
my mic. Okay. One second, y'all. Let me, because my mic situation.
You're okay. You're okay, Jay. You're okay. I mean, let's check her mic and our mic.
It's our mic.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're okay, guys. You're okay.
All right.
You okay?
So Rue's been here for 3 years now. I was kind of watching some of the chat, and I wanted to answer a couple of the quick things that I saw in there. So one of the misconceptions is that all Filipinos want to come to the United States. Absolutely wrong. This one here, from the moment she got here, has been trying to get back over there. So
less than 1 week.
Yeah, it actually almost cost us our marriage. That's how bad she wanted to get back over there. Yeah. So as far as the moving part of it is, we have had opportunity and situations that are going to allow us to move to the Philippines. So I'm still keeping my job. I'll be working remotely from the Philippines, but still servicing my clients here. And then Rue's going to do whatever she wants to do just because we've decided that's the way it's going to work. But so we sold our house here. Relax. So we're packing up our house to sell it, and then we're moving to the Philippines in October. So
yeah.
Oh man, that's good. I'm happy for y'all. So so is your job? I have a question about that. Your job. Is it because like right now they want to go more remote? Because that's what happened with the company I'm working for right now.
So I'm a therapist. So the only thing that came out good from this pandemic has been that they've realized that people still need mental health, people still need substance assistance, and so we can do it telehealth and provide a better service than we did if we try and have the people come to the office. So we have been experiencing a higher success rate doing things virtually, and then being able to get to more clients because we're doing it remotely. So it's just opened up a really good opportunity for me.
Yeah.
That's good, man. So how long you been a therapist, Cliff?
Nearly 6 years now.
Yeah, because you're about 3 years in power.
Yeah. Nearly 6 years.
Good, man. That's cool. So
So guys,
Um,
guys, before we start the interview, sorry to cut you off. Can you tell us your YouTube channel so those people who's
yes,
watching can
yes.
visit your YouTube channel? What's your
I
YouTube
made it
channel,
real
guys?
easy, so you can find us under the search Cliff and Rue.
Yep. That just clip and rope.
That
Mhm.
one underneath.
And then Rue are you, and that's it, like our
Subscribe,
name.
guys.
Yep.
And you know what's funny because Kay was watching the other day, right?
Mhm.
And Kay had me dying. Rue wanted to bring extra furniture and different things to the Philippines. But
Yeah.
tell me what happened, Kay. No, Kay was like, oh yeah, she wanted to bring the TV.
Jay, hold up, Jay. You have no idea. Dude, I'm looking for plates and forks. This woman has packed them up and they are in boxes. We have no
Wow.
silverware here. I had to order out for the past 3 nights because she's sending everything to the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah. I pack all of them.
We shipped out 28 boxes the other day, and we probably still have another 5 boxes to ship out.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
That's good, man. That's good.
yeah.
That's good. And
So I had to
that's
promise.
good.
I had to promise to buy her an 80-inch TV when we get there, so that she would leave the damn TVs here.
Yeah.
I was late. We just woke up and then I said, "How about you bring the washing machine?" And Rose said, "Oh yes, washing machine." I was just joking though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely
I
check
love
out that
this
channel,
washing
y'all.
machine.
Yeah.
Definitely check it out. That's the channel in the description there. I'm gonna post it. It's their
So,
channel.
so one of the things you guys haven't done, J and K, is you guys have not. You guys are the reason we started the channel. So
Yes.
we have to give you
Yes.
some credit for that.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for that.
I met J and K. Jay was doing a live, and I was like, "Damn, he's bringing everybody up." I was like, "Bring me up." He's like, "All right, I'll send you the link." I was like, "Oh, okay, this is gonna happen." And
Yeah.
so once we got on, and that was pretty much it. We needed something to do anyway. This
Yeah.
poster gives us something to do together. So,
And also,
That's good. That's
guys,
good.
once you're already in the Philippines, blog everything like
oh yeah,
what
Yes.
you're doing. If you're still building a house or you're already, just blog everything and share it in
oh
because
yeah.
people will love to see that. Mhm.
I'm looking forward to the house build. So we still
Oh,
haven't picked
okay.
the contractor yet, but I'm looking forward to that.
All right, that
Yeah.
would be a lot of
Me and
vlogs.
Kay about to get on it too. We actually working on that. We're gonna go to as soon as we can go to province, then we can start. Yeah.
So,
So
Jay, we're gonna jump on the
well,
questions that I sent
well,
to
I
them,
actually have a
or
question. I actually have another question for him. And Tony Anderson, and Garrett Austin. These are great questions. I'm going to ask you now. So, what city you moving to?
What city?
Mhm.
There's no. That's not city in
It's-
B1.
Yeah, but you still
Like in. I live like 2 hours away from Osami City.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Zamboanga del Sur. If you
Okay.
know Mulabi, I live like 15 minutes away from that one.
From
they're
Malawi.
gonna
Okay.
track you. Malabi, they'll track you.
That'll be fine.
I'm
well, I
joking.
stick out like a sore thumb there. So believe me, if you
You'll be
just see,
fine.
huh?
You're with someone that's from there, so you'll be fine.
Yeah.
They-
Oh
they
yeah,
all
no,
wanna know
I'm
who
not
you are.
worried.
Yeah.
I'm a really bad target, Jay. You don't really want to
Yeah.
grab a 360-pound guy. It's just not gonna work out for you.
Yeah. Plus, it's always like people always exaggerate anyway. Like people aren't out there just saying, "Oh, grab this guy and just hold him."
Well, he
Plus-
has the complexion of protection for protection.
Exactly. It's true. It's true. It's true.
Yeah, but
But,
here
Jay-
he doesn't have a complexion for protection.
Jay,
So, what
before
company did you use for the boxes? I want to know. Gary asked that question. It's a good question. What company did you use for the boxes?
Makati Express. Hold on a second.
Jay, I want to ask the question of Big Trucks Here's Review Motorsports. He has
I seen
question.
that
I don't
too.
know who can answer this first before we go to the interview. The actual question that we have. But here is the question: if I marry in the Philippines, am I subject to their marriage
Yeah.
or lack of divorce law, or am I subject to American marriage laws? Do you have any idea with that, Jay, or
Well,
maybe
no.
Rue?
Well, no. Actually, you're under Filipino
Cliff, do you have
marriage law.
idea for that one?
You're in the Filipino marriage law because you
Even
get married here. But
Yeah,
see,
yeah,
the
I
thing
can.
is though, if you get married here and then you take it to the States, then you fall under that law. So
Mhm.
of course you got to get the paperwork done, but still you fall under
Exactly.
Filipino marriage law. But in the
If you
States,
get
you
married
fall
in the
under,
Philippines.
and that's the good thing. Well, it's a good thing in a way because it's not going to be divorced. Like you get what I'm saying? The divorce is different. It works different here. There's no divorce here, which I do like
Sis
that about the Philippines.
Eve. Hello,
Yeah.
Sis Eve Kama.
Yeah, CC Eve, how you doing? So okay, that's the box there.
That
Makati
Let's
Express.
see. Ah,
yeah,
Makati Express. How much
Makati Express
per?
cargo.
How big is the box per
85,
box?
85 per box.
Yeah.
85
It's
kilos.
28 by 18 by 18.
28 by
28
18
by
by 18.
18 by 18
So
Okay,
do
okay.
you pay per kilo or per box, or
Per,
how does it work?
per box.
per box. It doesn't matter how weight or light
Yeah, as long as it
is.
fits in there and it's not bulging, they'll ship it.
Yeah.
There were some boxes that
Mm.
were pretty heavy.
Yeah. A
Wow.
little bit bulging.
washing
Yeah.
washing
They
machine.
ship everything.
If,
Yeah.
if
Kate
it
said you
wasn't
should have got
nailed
that
down,
wash
she put
machine
it
in
in
the
the box.
box. Kate said you should have got the wash machine in the box.
Yeah. If she could have, she would have.
Yeah.
Guys,
But
Cliff, how much is it per box? I just wanna see also, so we have guys, people
So
watching have idea.
it's usually 85, but sometimes they'll run a special.
Yeah.
So $85 per box.
There's some other company also that they're going to give promo. Last time we sent 2 boxes, it was like 69 per box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that one wasn't. But that one wasn't door to door. This one's door to door. So
Yeah.
they picked up from our house and then they'll
Mhm.
deliver it to our place in the Philippines.
That's not bad. So I'm just wondering because when I was working in Thailand, I was sending box every year to my family and buying some stuff. So I'm paying like 5,000 baht, which is more than 5,000 pesos, maybe like 6,000 something pesos. So I just want to know, how big is the box? Is it like the
no,
biggest box ever,
28 by
or
18 by 18.
I don't know how the size is that.
Oh my goodness.
So just shy of 3 feet tall or long, however you're looking at it, and then just under 2 feet wide and high.
Okay.
Okay,
Got
okay.
It's
Got it.
big.
It's a big box.
It's a big box.
The price was good. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's cheap.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I try to fit in more than $85 worth of stuff in each box, so it's worth sending.
I can fit in there.
So yeah,
Wow. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's pretty big. Yeah.
I always threaten it. Every time she gets me angry, I say I'm going to ship you back in the volume box
Yeah.
to save myself some money on a ticket.
So when you get over here, what internet are you gonna have? Like what is it good internet?
So where she's at, it's still kind of rural. I'm going to have to pay to have something put up. So I don't know who I'm going to use.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to do that too in your province, Kay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna have to do that too. I'm gonna have to get my own internet connection, like a satellite.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do
Oh.
that. It's expensive, but it's gonna be worth it.
Well, I mean, I look at it this way: the money that I'm saving by not being here, I don't care if it costs me $600 a month over there. I'm still going to be making money.
Exactly.
So, Cliff, are you still working when you
Yeah.
finally? Are you still
He's
working
still gonna be a
online?
therapist. He's still gonna be a therapist in the
Wow,
Philippines.
this U.S.
So
money.
he's still
I'm
Get the
finally going to
bank.
be a millionaire.
Yeah. Oh man. Woo. Woo.
That's
Man, you're gonna be
good.
loaded.
Yeah.
Man, you're gonna be loaded. Y'all gonna live like kings and queens. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
I'm already trying to. I'm already trying to buy up all the land over there. So
Yeah, you're gonna need it. You're gonna buy a palace, man, with therapist money out there. Oh man, you're gonna be living in a palace. We're gonna see Rue with a Princess Jasmine outfit. He's gonna be dressed up like Aladdin, like
This is just
a whole new world. Oh man.
funny.
But
Yeah,
I'm happy
1,000
for you
kids running
guys.
around.
That you're
Thank
coming.
Yeah,
you.
man. And I think
So,
Rue said she want 8 kids, right?
Oh,
Huh?
You said that
8
last
kids.
week. You said you want 8 kids.
8 kids.
when we first got together, she said 8.
8. Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. I remember
Who's
that.
8?
8 kids.
8 kids.
My sibling?
No, you.
Yeah,
How
no,
many
she
kids
said
you want?
before she was 8 kids.
Oh, how many kids you wanted? Oh, 12. Like one
Yeah, see?
basketball player.
I remember that. That's why I said that.
Basketball team. So,
But now-
we
but
go to
now
the
I don't
question
know.
now.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
guys, I'm gonna ask you this question. I sent it to you. It's the same question we asked with other guests. So, how you guys meet? How did you meet,
Yes.
both of you?
Yes.
Online dating.
Okay.
Filipino Cupid. I don't know
Filipino
if
Cupid.
that still exists now.
I don't know.
It does. It does.
Estes.
It does
Mhm.
still?
It does.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was funny though, cause like, oh, we've been through a lot with that Filipino Cupid because I cannot read all of his message, but only one word. I think I already mentioned this one, and then you can read
I
all
can
of.
read the whole thing.
Yeah, he can read all.
So you had to pay for the service on both ends to see the whole thing. So she did not pay for the
Mm.
service. I did. I could see her entire message. She could only see one word. So I had to strategically place the words to give her the whole message. So
Me, I was like, I don't have
Oh.
money to pay for that gold premium standard. I was like, and then I was like, but he looks nice. He looks nice. So I was like, I need to communicate to him. So like, I should interest to him first. To be
Yeah.
honest, I don't know if I'm racist or not. Cause before I was like, I don't like what they call that one. I don't like black like that one before.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want black. But when I saw his what's that picture, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
he looks nice with a smile, like the catfish smile, like that one. I was like, oh, nice. So that's he catfished me. So
Wow.
yeah, so I clicked show interest, and then he messaged me. I was like, how are you doing? Like that one. I was like, okay, I'll message him. Look nice. And then I can't read all of his messages. That just only one word.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, how am I gonna communicate to him? So I was like, message me just one word at a time. So like when you
Yeah.
say hi, click. R, click. You click. And I was like, you have to slow down. You have to slow down when you
Wow.
send a message because I cannot read them all.
Wow.
Yes, that's been a
Man.
while doing that,
yeah.
and I
Yeah.
only have a little time because I was working student that time.
Wow.
So I was like, maybe he has a Skype. So I asked him a Skype. I was the one
Mm-hmm.
who is like, what's that, working on our relationship that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in all honesty, I was talking to her and I was talking to a couple of other women because I wasn't sure. I
Mhm.
wasn't sure. I didn't want to go to the Philippines.
I knew it. I knew it.
You gotta do it.
I knew
That,
it.
I mean,
And so I wanted to have options. I'm going to travel halfway across the world. I want to have
California
options.
I
options.
knew
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
one that my family said. Like, if the foreigner coming to Philippines, we are not only meeting one Filipina, one woman, but more like multiple. What's that? Filipinas, and I was like, I don't believe that.
Mhm.
But now
5.
you're slut, Cliff.
Well,
Okay.
he's not a slut because he was having sex with them online.
So I'm sure I'm going to get some bashers, but let me explain. I'm going to the tickets back then were about 12 to 1400 for a ticket.
Yeah.
So I'm spending that kind of money, and then I got to get a hotel, I got to travel, all this other stuff I got to do. So I'm spending somewhere between $1,500 to $2,000. I don't want to go
Wow.
and meet one person. I want to
Mhm.
go and because who knows,
Yeah.
And initially we didn't really click because she didn't want to come to Manila. I was going to fly her to Manila. She didn't want to come to Manila, so I met who would meet me, and so, what?
You're slut.
So so I wound up dating another Filipino woman, and she actually hung in there, and she was trying to teach me the culture, and she didn't go anywhere. Well, things obviously didn't work with the other Filipino woman, and I was
So
going back.
it looks like I'm just an option.
I was going. Stop that. So I was gonna go back on the site, and she's like, "Hello, been hanging out here for 8 months, 9 months. Where you going?" And so
Yeah.
I was afraid because of the age gap.
Oh,
Mhm.
And Jay, if there's a big age gap here,
Mhm.
Americans are very, very judgmental. So
Yeah.
I did not want to because of the age gap. And then I just started saying, you know what? She's good to me. She's hung out all this time. Forget what people think.
you just
Yeah.
realized that.
Yeah. And that's great. Because you guys don't see it, but now at the bottom of the screen it says American is bringing his Filipina back from the USA.
Yeah.
And no, because it's crazy. Like Rue got there and she said, What made you say I don't want to be here anymore, Ru? What did it?
Me?
Why didn't you want to be here?
Yeah. Why did you feel?
Oh
like
my
that?
goodness. Like, no, I cannot go in like neighbors. Like, in Philippines, there's some occasion someone will invite you. Hey, come on, let's go eat. But here, like, no neighbors can do that. Like, your neighbors are like stranger. We only have one neighbor that is really good to us. Like, actually talk to us. We only like close our house. Yeah, and no family. How do you say that one?
No
family
sense of
bonding.
community.
Yeah,
No
no
sense of
family
community.
bonding.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No community whatsoever.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what she did not recognize is that when we were dating LDR, she didn't see that I was going to work eight to 10 hours a day. But when she was here and she wasn't working yet, she's in the house 8 to 10 hours a day by herself.
Yeah, I was depressed.
And so she's like, "Why did I come here if I'm never going to see you?" And I'm like, "Well, this is the way it is in America. Like you have to work. You want a house, you want a car. Like you got to do this."
Yeah.
And so she's like, "Well, I don't want to do this."
Yeah.
So
Within like less than 1 week, I was like, I'm gonna get my luggage and go back in my country.
Wow.
the first year here was real tough.
Yes.
First year.
Yeah, I was depressed that time. Like when I woke up, he's gone, and when he comes home, I'm already sleeping. So yeah, we live together, but we barely see each other.
Yeah. It's rough. I can imagine.
Yes.
Especially
And
when
I had to adapt the culture here. Yeah. And he has to adapt our culture also. Like there's a lot of culture barrier.
But guys, I just want to ask. So after you meet Ru, did you bring her right away, or did you go back to US first and
So
then
like
come back visit her?
1 year and 1 month.
Yeah, a year and a month.
Yeah, year and 1 month.
So we got married in the Philippines, got all the paperwork, PSAs, and all that other stuff. We did a video on some of that experience.
Yeah.
Then I came back. I put my lawyer to work, and it was just pretty much paperwork shuffle at that point. You don't need a lawyer, but I got one just so I wouldn't have to worry about anything. Paperwork shuffle. There were some delays. They mixed up the paperwork and immigration. Long story short, a year and a month later, I was able to bring her over.
Yeah, but I was traveling by myself, and I never travel by myself because like in my province, I don't even like use bus a lot. So there was one time that is I got my passport in Cagayan. You know Cagayan? That's like 5 hours away or 6 hours away from our house. And then when I went back to our house, like I lost my way. Like I had to, instead of like waiting half hour, I went to like terminal bus station over there like 1 hour just to get in our house. Like I'm such a dummy. But tons of experience, And then when I came here, I almost left plane in the China. That was so. Yeah.
Using Air China. Guys, they have a question for Tony Anderson. Let's answer some question here.
No, it says what state are y'all living in?
Indiana right now. Lafayette, Indiana.
Yeah, they said that. Yeah, they live in Indiana.
Is it the
We're not that far from Wallace Life.
Oh, did you meet them already, guys? Not yet.
What's that?
Have you met the Wallace Life?
Not yet. We're gonna plan something over the next couple weekends before we head out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Somebody asking here, Sis Duan. Let's just answer some question, guys, because it will go up. The question of Sis Duan is, have you tried to find a community, something like, question to you, did you look for a Filipino community?
Yeah, I had done that like my first year here. Yeah, but I am antisocial. I am antisocial. I just want to just stay in the house and sleep. I don't know. That my depression before, yeah. I don't.
You're homesick, too homesick.
Yeah, homesick. That's what.
Yeah, we have it here. But I don't socialize.
Yeah, there's actually a decent Filipino community around here. It's just.
I tried 2 times. Yeah.
I'm just wondering, Cliff, is it okay if you share how much you spend for bringing? If you like, only if you don't, it's okay.
From start to finish, to include her stay in Manila and all that, was probably close to $6,000. all the paperwork and fees you have to pay. And then, of course, when she was in Manila, I wanted her to make sure she had food and stuff. So
Yeah, I stayed 1 month in Manila.
yeah, because we didn't. So the thing is, if you miss your appointment, like you're hosed. So I brought her there. She was there longer than she had to. I mean, there's ways to do it where you could, I guess, save money. But at that point, I just wanted to make sure she got here with as little problem as possible.
Make it easy for me.
Yeah.
But if it's not included, maybe like $5,000. If it's like just
Maybe
the fees.
5,000. Yeah.
4 or 5.
About 5,000. Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad. Everything. All right.
Yeah. No, I mean, I didn't think it was that bad. To bring you the love of your life, then yeah. I mean, I thought it was, I saved money in that regards, but
Exactly.
yeah.
Actually, I'm asking it for myself. I'm joking. I'm joking. We're saving. Just kidding.
Well, any help that you need, Kay will help you out. So
Yeah.
and I guess you know what? It's probably less than that, Kay, because 1,000 of that was my lawyer. But like I said, I did not want any issues whatsoever. So it seems that whenever immigration sees an attorney's name attached to it, they don't really mess with you. So
Yeah. That's true. But yeah, okay, so what's the next question, okay?
All right, next question, guys. Wow, the Miss Universe question. The question we have here, what were the struggles you had when you started dating? Is it, I don't know if it's like when you talk online or
internet connection.
Yeah.
That's number 1.
connection.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, the internet connection always drops at the worst time. We'd be in an argument, internet connection drops.
Yeah.
And I experienced LDR tempo. And those of you who have experienced tempo, when it's face-to-face, it's horrible. When it's long distance, it's worse. She wouldn't pick up the call. She wouldn't answer my messages. Nothing.
Yeah. And time difference.
The time difference, yeah.
Yeah, time difference.
No, time difference for me, because you were not looking at the fact that I was 12 hours behind you. So she always wanted to talk. At like 2 in the afternoon for her, it was 2 in the morning for me. I got to get up at 6:30, 7 o'clock for work. So I spent a lot of times like falling asleep on my clients. No, not really, but I was tired a lot.
Yeah.
I'm glad to get her here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's what you gotta go through.
That's why I was laughing because like you're fighting and suddenly the connection was lost. Like, oh my gosh.
Always.
Yes.
Every single fight, it's like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah. Especially that time, there's no, what's that? Window machine? Like you put 5 pesos coin,
Yeah.
it will the internet. Yes, that one is better now. Before, oh my goodness. Like, dang. I was like, dang it, he's froze again.
What year is that, Ru? What year is that?
That was like
16.
2017. Yeah.
Because in the province, if you're in Manila, you can use like
Yeah.
when
Yes.
me and Jay is talking, we use I was in the ano to? When I was talking with my ex before, I was using internet like the internet cafe.
Yes, that's
So-
what I do too.
I
Because my
use that
phone,
too.
yeah, that's what I do too. It's really hard because like the time also, because I was working student and I have a lot of work to do. Like I was a working student with my aunt, and then my aunt is like like the eyes, just the eyes. You can read her eyes. Like
Yeah.
it's hard. You don't have that much time.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard.
Well, that's good to hear. That it's not really like too much on like fight or something. It's just the connection or
The connection.
Yeah.
Yes.
So guys, we'll go to the next third question. What are the main guys? Those people who's asking ask question later, so we can ask them also. For now, we're just gonna ask this: what are the main factors that make your relationship stronger, even now or we're far?
The good stuff.
Mine is because like before, I admit it, we always fight. Like before, we always
That's
fight.
normal.
Maybe because of I was depressed. Like I don't get that much time from him because he was working. Like my first year here, and then now like since I got this house, we got this house. I feel like he loves me more. And then
Aw.
yes, this house, we don't fight a lot. I always ask him, honey, can we fight? Fighting here. Yeah, it's been a while that we're not fighting. Can we fight? Yeah. Yeah. He's making a move to fight with them. Especially like when I got pregnant last time. So that's the time
Mm-hmm.
that I feel like so loved. Yeah. Until
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Aw.
So for me, I think I could tell that she loved me. She always wanted to be around me, and she always wanted to make sure she was doing something for me, and I was not used to that. I was married
Mm-hmm.
before, and my ex-wife was like the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
She's a partner. Like Rue is a buy. She buys into everything. She's supportive. She trusts me. Um, so I wasn't used to that. I was used to just kind of being like independent. Even though I've been married before, I was like, I had this bachelor mentality. I don't need anyone. I could do it all on my own. And then to have
Yeah.
someone who was so willing to do it with you, regardless of what it is, because I was like, I don't have a lot of money. She's like, I don't care if we live in a cardboard box. I was like, well, we're not going to live in a box, but
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're willing to be there with me like that. So
So,
that's kind of how I knew, and it's just grown. I mean, obviously, losing our boy was very tough,
yeah.
but
Yeah,
it
sorry
brought
for that.
us very close together. Like
Mm-hmm.
she's my hero.
Yeah.
Mm.
She really is.
Yeah. So I want to ask Cliff, what made you? Because you said you became a therapist 6 years ago. What made you? What were you doing before that?
I did sales.
Okay.
Usually did a lot of sales. I was going to be a cop. So I went to school.
Okay.
My undergrads are criminal justice. All my buddies are cops. So half my buddies are cops. The other half are social workers and therapists. So
Oh wow.
I got disenchanted with the concept of being a police officer because I saw a lot of people. I was going to be locking up a lot of people who look like me,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I wanted to actually help. So when I was going through my bachelor's program, my professor at the time, who I'm real good friends with now, she's like, "Hey, I'm working on my doctorate in therapy. People trust you. They like to talk to you." He goes, "Why don't you look at the therapy?" And I'm like, "I can't fix people's problems." She goes, "You don't. You just have to listen to them." And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh, I can do that." So I just kind of shifted gears. That's all. I wanted to help. I didn't know how I wanted to help, and this seems to be the way that I can help. So
What
And
kind of physical therapist is like? Is it like guide
mental
counseling?
mental health and substance use. So people with anxiety, depression, or
Mm-hmm.
addiction problems. So I would not do
Mm-hmm.
well as an addiction therapist in the Philippines because they don't have that going on. But mental health is everywhere. So
Mm-hmm.
even if I couldn't stay where I'm at, there's plenty of agencies I could have done telehealth with.
Mm-hmm.
mm,
But my agency stuck with me with all the stuff I had going on, and so I'm going to stick with them. It's a
yeah,
good
that's
Right.
company
good.
for me.
That's
Well,
good. That's
actually, in
good.
this time of pandemic, there's a lot really need the
Yes.
mental health.
yes,
Like
yes,
Tons of
depression is
people.
not a joke. So
Yeah.
sometimes when
mhm,
person having it, it's like you cannot just make fun of it. So your
Right.
job is really important, especially this time,
Mm-hmm.
this pandemic time, and people are
Yeah.
really like no work. You're gonna get stressed, really stressed,
Yeah.
and then
yes,
the pressure is coming in. Yeah.
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 All right, Jay, you want
Yeah.
me to ask the next question?
Yeah. Sure. Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's ask, did you have any heartbreaks in the past that were solved when you meet each other? You have like your past breakups, Rue or Cliff before you guys met.
Yes.
Good.
Let's start with Rue. Do
Yeah.
you
Start
have
with
an
you.
ex that hurt you like, okay, I'm not gonna have a boyfriend right
Don't
now?
break my
Oh, me?
Yeah.
heart.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
like before we met him,
Yeah.
Before you met him,
oh,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
before I met him,
Mm-hmm.
yes, like me, I don't date like I like I don't know, but I like a long distance relationship. Like I chat in
Mm-hmm.
Filipino, like text mate before.
That was
Then
you, Kay. That's Kay.
Yeah, that's me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
text mate before. Yeah, because for
Not
me,
text
like
mate
I'm
now.
still studying. Like my family doesn't want us to boyfriend. Like my grandma said, it's either boyfriend or school. It's either boyfriend or
mhm.
school. So for me, I was just like hiding, like text me. Okay, look at okay.
Yeah.
No, I was reading the comments.
Uh,
If
Yeah.
you are
That's you.
textmate, I am chatmate. I want like someone far.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same, just
But
like you.
by that one, like when they
he said that was gay. He said
that was
Yeah. Really what?
yeah.
Mhm.
Because like for me, I'm still studying. I don't want like, oh, I want to meet you. Like I want
Yeah.
very far. So by that one, I have an excuse not to like, see each other. Yeah, that one. And then, yes, I love this guy. I used to love him. He was from Manila. And then,
Oh, is that the one that was married?
yeah, that was married
He was
already.
married, yeah.
And I didn't know that he was married. And then, because like on his Facebook, nothing, there's no wife, there's no kids, nothing. And then there's one day that is like, the wife messaged me that you need to stop texting him, like, no one, blah, blah, blah. I'm his wife. I was like, what the? So after that time, I did not chatted on him. I was like, I'm done. I don't want to date in Filipino anymore. Like, I just like,
Mm.
when I tried, I was like, I want like something like foreigner like that one. Yeah, I was still working student that time with my aunt, and then the husband of my aunt was a seaman, and then when he came back, like I was kind of like jealous, like I want to experience that. So they were so sweet with my aunt, and I was like, it's been a while. I have no boyfriend. Was 21 years old that one, and then my uncle told my aunt that is like help her to find a foreigner, go to the Asian dating or
Online.
Cupid. Asian dating, I always terminate. But Filipino Cupid, that's the time that is like it click, and then I met him. Yeah.
They said your story was gonna be it can be a telenovela.
Yeah.
The very funny thing is where you guys met and you're sending word message.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that,
That's
I
that
right.
right
can't
That's
move
there.
right.
on.
Yeah. I think
Oh
really that
man.
one.
I
Yeah.
can't move on with that,
That yeah,
Yeah.
guys.
that was
So I
good.
had to
That's
message
the
him.
story.
Do you
Yeah.
do you have a Skype? And he just said yes. Okay. And I was like, send me the name of your Skype, and then don't put more words, just your name of the Skype, so by that one I can see it.
Uh-huh.
And then when he said it, so I was showing it. So I have to make my own Skype. I was like, I don't know how to make this, but I asked my aunt. She helped me a lot. And
You
then
are
boom, when he said video call, I was like, oh my god, I'm so scared. Video call, and then when click a video call, I was like, there he is. He is so sweet. I don't hear
Aw.
like the cuss word like bullshit, motherfucker, right down.
Hey,
He catfished me. He catfished me. Like,
Are
before,
you okay?
yeah, like before, like even
I'm dying.
I gave him attitude before. He just smile, like sending a kiss and like that one. He doesn't plant anger on him like that one. And then, I love fighting him because like when you fight him and then he will give you extra love.
yeah,
Like an
yeah,
instant
Aw.
sticker.
That's right.
Yeah, and then he was so nice and sweet. And when I
Aw.
came here in America, oh no, what words the jack wagon, jackass, bullshit, bitch, bastard was like I do not hear this word when I was in Philippines. You catfish me.
So,
Yeah.
so to provide some context to it,
Especially when he's driving. Oh my god, Egypt, damn it. I was like, come on, stop. Like
so to add some context to it,
I'm
when
dying
she
here, guys. I'm
when she
dying
got
here.
when she got here, she also did not act the way she did when she was in the Philippines. So,
Mhm.
oh, whoa, no! I didn't stop you. You can't stop me. Okay. So we went to a party, and there was a woman there who was being
Okay.
extra. Hold on,
Okay.
being extra friendly. This one here gets angry with me. I
she
did
was
nothing.
flirting. The
Whatever.
woman. The woman.
I did
Yeah.
nothing. I did nothing to egg this flirt on. I didn't know the woman. she got mad because I didn't introduce her. I don't know.
Yes, of course. If you are husband, you have to introduce them that I'm your wife. Because like this woman was full of makeups. And then kept like when she said, and then she gets up again and talked to Cliff, wanted to ask pictures, and then she asked him to dance with him. And then when that time you have an opportunity to tell her the risk. I can't do it. I have my wife here. You should tell her that one.
Did I dance with her?
No, you didn't, but you should introduce me
Did
to
I give her any? How can I introduce you? I don't know her.
You don't know her, but why did you talk to her?
Oh my
I
God.
got-
And you say that woman is lesbian, but you know in Philippines, if
Turns
you
out she
are-
was a lesbian.
Sure. If you are lesbian, like you know, like in the woman in Philippines, if you're lesbian, like the hair is like more on like this hair.
Short hair.
Yeah, like a little 1 inch.
No, but cool.
Yeah.
Sis, cool. But some girls, lesbian here, sometimes they're still pretty, like they're couple, but they're all like
Yeah,
girls.
but
about
most
the boy time.
there in Philippines that I saw in Africa,
Yeah. That's true. That's
like
true. Mhm.
you know the way they move, it's like man, you know,
Manly, yeah.
like
You know what the
manly,
difference is?
yeah.
No,
So that's
what it
why I
is,
have no
Ted.
idea that she was lesbian. That she was full of makeup, like here,
No, the
here,
lesbians
here. It's
there-
like
the
a clown
lesbians there-
zone.
Even if they're dyke, sometimes they can still like men, and they could be feminine, still like men. It's different there.
Yeah, but I don't know that stuff.
Yeah.
Cultural barrier.
So, well, actually, in that case, Rue wasn't wrong in a way. I mean, I know what you're
Yeah,
saying. I know what you're saying.
yeah.
And no, you were a little bit. You were a little bit because he didn't do anything. But
Yep.
still,
But it's
you weren't
still.
wrong because
I-
she's
I'm
still
with
trying to
Rue
move on him.
because-
So you were right about that part.
Yeah, but you get angry with her. You don't get angry with
Yeah,
me.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, she did the right thing. Actually, it's better her get angry with you than start a fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
See?
She wouldn't start a fight. She's all soft.
Yeah. I'm so small.
Look at her. She's getting warm.
Yeah. Because that problem we still don't discuss. That problem. Because that time I gave him the ring.
Yeah.
You mentioned last time.
Yeah,
So
that was the first year here. I was already depressed, and then,
Question, buddy. Question.
huh?
Okay.
No.
No,
Okay.
it's all right.
It's okay. No, I'm just gonna say, like,
we just
guys,
hanging out with y'all. We
Guys,
just
Yeah,
hanging out
that-
with y'all.
if you
Yeah,
like
that
the
time-
way they are, visit their YouTube channel, Cliff
Yeah,
and
Cliff
Rue.
and
They're
Rue,
gonna
yeah,
upload
definitely.
more videos together,
Yeah.
and
No,
they're very
we
cool.
were
Yeah.
telling Rue, we need everybody to tell Rue. All right, guys, everybody tell Rue that how she is, she's made for TV. Guys.
Somebody said, Mike said, Rue should consider getting into comedy. She would be
Yeah,
do
yes.
great.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't see that myself.
Of course you
No,
don't.
you are.
I don't know.
You are. No, you real. You know what it is? You have like a you remind me of the girls in like Spanish Bronx. You have that kind of flavor to you.
Yes.
Like, you're just so real.
Absolutely. Yes.
So
Yes.
real, but
Yes.
you're so loving. But you're not like them because a lot of them be hoarse. So you're not that like them like that. You like them in a way to where you're just so real. You know, and people love that. People love it.
Yeah.
Sis Pinay Forever said, Manny Pacquiao lost, but this fight is good.
This fight will go nowhere though.
This is
So-
more
Yeah, I know.
interesting.
What I love about her is even when I'm angry with her, like I'll sit there and I look at her, I'm like, I hate your guts, but I love you. Like I can't not want to be around her. I can't, even when she pisses me off so much, and I
But you still love me.
but I still love her.
That's
Aw.
it that matters.
Yeah. Well,
So how about you,
No divorce in
Cliff?
Philippines.
You
So
want
you're
to
stuck.
share? How about you, Cliff? This is a question for you also. Did you have any heartbreaks before you guys met?
so yeah, my first wife cheated on me. So, and I still tried to work it out. I mean, I didn't want a divorce, but I couldn't stay. She made it so I couldn't stay. So I went on. And actually, when I first started looking on Filipino Cupid, I ran into a couple of women who were trying to scam. I mean, it happens everywhere. I was kind of looking at some of the stuff that Chosen One had gone. Like I was going through a lot of the stuff that he had probably experienced. With you try and meet someone real, and for me, it was as soon as I have a problem, I need a favor. I was like, all right, that's it. This one here, 2 years into dating, and she still did not want to take a dime from me.
Oh.
I'm scared. I'm scared if like you were going to post me on Facebook. Hey, this Filipina scammer. Yeah, that's my fear. Yeah.
So, but now we'll be married in November. 5 years. Oh, she spends the hell out of some money.
Yeah.
She spends the hell out of some money. So
Yeah, just this year though. So
yeah, but she deserves. She works hard, so she should spend whatever she wants to spend.
And she,
but I
she
don't
don't just
ask
she-
much
she's
for
white,
you.
yeah.
I don't ask much.
You don't.
Yeah. I don't ask you for iPhone, for Louis Vuitton, for Chanel.
We have a Michael's Kors purse coming.
Michael Kors.
Michael Kors. I don't know what the hell it is. Some designer.
But it's on sale. It's on sale. Still,
The
I'm
list
cheap.
list price was almost $500. So
Wow.
that's all I'm saying.
Huh?
I'm getting Kay an iPhone next week.
It was 400 something. It was
I'm
400
getting
something.
iPhone
It's
next
like
week,
almost
so-
90%
All
off.
right.
Don't
I
worry.
never win. She's this big, but I never win. I
Yeah,
never
yeah.
win.
You won't,
But
you won't.
don't worry, guys.
You won't
Jay, actually, I got Jay some money this week too. Just kidding, because I was like,
Yeah.
today I said I know that Pacquiao lost, right? I said, Jay, who do you think won? Because I know when I woke up that Pacquiao lost. I said, Ungas, is that Ungas or
Oh.
Pacquiao?
Uginda.
Ugas.
Ugas? Ugas?
Ugas.
And then I
Ugas.
know he won or lost already. I said, who won? He said Pacquiao. If I said you're gonna
I
give me
knew she was gonna get me.
1,000, he lost.
I mean,
I won.
I mean, it was like a friendly. It wasn't even a bet. It was just like really like okay. I already knew I was gonna be wrong. I just couldn't see it, and I said Pacquiao won, and then she already knew he lost, and it's really just I'm just gonna give her the money anyway.
Yeah.
So I was just like, yeah, okay. But
Anyway,
that's what happened.
we're gonna use it to pay the Shopee that we order anyway. We order some stuff. Look at our house right now, like because Jay is working at night, so we need to
Yeah, I
cover
gotta cover that up.
Yeah.
the whole door into
Uh-huh.
dark. We bought some
Mhm.
plastic to cover it like dark,
It's
black.
gonna be like midnight in
Because
there
he's
now.
he's sleeping in the morning now, so
Ah.
we need to cover it out. But anyway, guys, let's go to the next question. What do you suggest for people to do to make their relationship last, especially long distance or when you're
Yeah.
together? What you
Honesty.
guys can suggest. Let's start with Ru. Let's start with Ru.
Honesty, loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
He hates what's that? When you lie to him, he hates that one.
Yeah,
Don't
of
cheat.
course. Yes.
Yeah,
Important.
no cheating. Yeah, no cheating. What else?
How
Just
about you,
extra
Karate?
lovey-dovey to him.
Co-
Just
communication,
listen to him.
communication, and compromise.
Yeah.
So all relationships have issues. I'm gonna go therapist on you real quick. So all relationships have issues. Things that keep relationships strong are similar values, which we have, and then understanding that not every fight has to be won. Okay,
Mhm. Yeah.
if you're gonna win the fight but lose your partner, it's not worth it. So just talking about things like she doesn't want to talk about stuff. I'm a therapist. I always want to talk about stuff. So I kind of give her way for a little bit, let her cool off, and then I jump back in and we have the conversation.
Yeah.
And let her know when I've been hurt. So a lot of times guys don't want to show their feelings, their emotions, but I tell her, hey, what you just did, I felt this way. I was hurt by it. And so if she doesn't know, how can she work on it? How can she fix it?
Yeah.
Women are very good at telling men how they feel and showing their emotions.
Mm-hmm.
So that part isn't a problem. So I think for the guys, we need to learn how to communicate with our women more and explain to what's going on. If we feel hurt, let them know that we're hurt.
Yeah, because by that time I realized, I hurt him.
Yeah.
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 Openness, being open to each other.
Yeah,
is very
absolutely.
important, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what happened with that's why I say like Rapi Tulpo. The reason the couple like complaining to
Yes.
Rapi Tulpo because they're not open to each other.
Yeah.
They
Mhm.
just like, I cannot say this to my husband because my husband may be upset, but you need to open it and say it in the different way, like That's a good suggestion, Clip and
Yeah.
you. So guys, let's go to the next question. I think this is second to the last. Do you think LDR still works and why? Let's go with Rue again. Do you think LDR still works? Long
For me,
distance
yeah.
relationship. Mm-hmm.
For me, yes.
Why?
Um, nah, I don't think so. I don't think so because we are already together. Even
Yeah.
if like he is far away from me, like even when like during that happened to of his mom when his mom passed away, and then when
Mm-hmm.
he said that he's going to Florida, and I was like, I'm gonna be alone here, like back to LDR or what? I don't think I can do that. So
Mm-hmm.
I was with him. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't think it doesn't work for me now.
Yeah.
Especially I'm with you.
Yeah, but in the past, do you think because it works, you're
In
together now,
past,
Yeah.
but
yes. Yes, just more patience.
So
I
I would say
understand. Yeah,
it
Clip.
works if the couple works it. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not
Yeah.
going to be a given. Every relationship has challenges. LDR relationships have their own unique challenges.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the issues initially was, her family, Filipino families have a lot of input and buy-in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not used to that. My family can think and say what they want. I don't care. It weighs heavy on her. So I had to be conscious of that and say, hey, it can't just be my way. It has to collectively be our way. And so
Mm-hmm.
I think through that understanding, that also brought us closer too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think LDR works
Still
if
work.
the people in it will work it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Will
I
it
know.
be easy? Absolutely no. But what relationship
It's
is
very
easy?
hard. It's very hard. Especially if that connection, if you are living in a province like me, oh, it's really hard.
She's still on the internet connection.
Yes, because in my province, the internet connection it sucks, you know? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I got a
I
quick in
agree.
between question.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
So do y'all have your own house already in the Philippines?
We have land.
Oh man,
Yes.
Oh,
okay,
it's
good.
Yeah.
We're going to build.
Yeah, we're gonna be staying with my Lola. And I'm getting
Yeah, yeah,
pancakes every morning.
He's so excited.
Yeah,
yeah. So
so
uh-huh.
her Lola does not let anyone, like, I'm always taken care of. I got a fan on me, I have cool drink in my hand, like she
Mm-hmm.
takes care of me.
Is that's how we treat our visitor. We have to make sure we feed them,
Yeah.
to feel
I feel very
to
much
feel them
loved. I feel
comfortable.
very much loved in the
Yeah.
Philippines.
That's Filipinos are.
you right though,
Mm-hmm.
big truck. He said we have land, but technically she has land. But yeah, no, it's true. Of course, it's her to have land, but still,
When
of us as guys, we don't look at it like that.
and also when you we check also that when this is for example JNI has land also she land she land I have the
It's
land
her land. Yeah, Kayla
Yeah,
has
it's her
land.
land. Yep.
but
But it's
once we
his
build the
No
house.
problem with
house
that. Yeah,
when we build the house is gonna be the house that being built is gonna be
it would be
J because we
Jay's.
searched
Yeah.
that already so
Yeah.
it's gonna be like your land together already once
Yeah.
you build the
Mhm.
house but the
I already
land is
told her
still
if it
Mhm.
doesn't work out in the marriage, she's just gonna have a roommate. I'll be right down the hallway.
Yep. Yep.
I'm not going
Yep.
back to the US. I'll be right down the hallway. How you doing, roommate?
Yep. Because by the time it's funny you come in the right time because it's about to get crazy there.
Yeah.
But I think
Come in the
guys
right
it's
time.
gonna work with you because you guys are compromise and also you guys like click to each other like how long you been in the US Ru? How
Three
long you been
years.
3 years okay
Yeah, 3 years.
and you're still together so how much more
Yeah.
if you're in the Philippines so now
Usually we're gonna be like 5 years this coming
Five years married. Yeah.
November.
Uh,
so guys last question so that we can answer those a lot of our viewers here having question as well how do you keep that love that's still burning while you both are apart like when you are not together before how do you keep the love burning when you're not together before you get married I mean during the process of the paperwork too you're
I
also processing it
Oh,
Mhm.
I always fight him. What is this? Like turtle process. It's been a week already. I did not get an update. Like, did you really,
Yeah. So initially, she didn't think that I filed the paperwork, but the process is slow.
Yes,
Okay.
it's so slow.
And so I would always get every single week updates. This is a turtle process. You didn't really do it. Like And I was so tired of hearing it. I'm like, please, either
I'm sorry.
just decline her or let her come, but I can't keep doing this, And so when we finally got the word that she was coming over, like then everything was fine. Everything was right.
It takes like when you
It goes in stages. So there's like 4 different stages. So you file the initial paperwork, and then you wait for the request for another form, and then you have to go and fill out another form.
Yes.
And the third one is going to be like income and verification, and then sponsorship and all that stuff. And then there's the fourth one, and they finalize it with immigration, and they send you. So it's a process for sure.
Yeah, sorry, our connection over here was bugging out. I think Kay, there she goes. She's back. No, yeah, my connection was like let me add you. Hold. Okay, I hear you in the back. Yeah,
sorry guys,
my
I got
connection.
disconnected.
No, you're fine.
Connection. It was pixelating, the sound and everything.
Yeah.
But,
so you're talking about stage again, Cliff? Sorry.
About what? The
You're
date?
talking about the stage.
Stage. Okay. Yeah. So it goes. So you kind of know what's going on. Like, and if you go to the site, it'll tell you how that works. It'll be this amount of time takes 4 to 6 weeks. This will take 2 to 3 months. This will take, and so you should be able to get here in 9 months if there's no hiccups or slowdowns.
But that time,
there's always hiccups and slowdowns.
yes. That time also, like when I required the marriage certificate, I did not give them the PSA, like from PSA. Yeah, just the marriage certificate after we.
Everything has to be the finalized portion of it. So if
everything should be original and a copy.
Yeah.
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 But the question, guys, is how do you keep your love burning while you're still far?
I think we were just both so busy. It was hard to not to. So whatever time we got together was like cherished. So it wasn't like, and I think in some regards the time difference helped at that point because you weren't together same amount of time harping on each other. Why isn't this happening? Where it was, oh my gosh, I'm going to have 2 hours with her and I'm going to spend every single second talking to her. And it was just exciting every single time because we didn't have as much time together as we needed.
He's working and I'm schooling, so maybe that's you're right.
I think I need to add another question since Jay's title is about bringing a Filipina to the US. So do you think, Cliff, is it okay to bring a Filipina or your wife or your fiance to US?
I'm always going to give you the standard therapist. It depends on the couple. Okay. So her mindset was not to come over here and get a bunch of money and send it back over. I say that because that is the perception that a lot of Americans think about Filipinos. Okay. Her thing was, I want to come over and be with my husband.
Yeah.
She didn't know about green cards. She didn't know about citizenship. She didn't care about any of that stuff. My husband's there. That's where I want to go. I have a potential, and it's still kind of in the air, to have a job in Japan. She's like, I don't like Japan, but if you're in Japan, I'm in Japan. She's wherever I'm going to be at. And so that was a loyalty that I was not used to. That was a loyalty. And Jay, you can back me up on this.
Yep.
We have, like, the women here, and I'm not bashing at all. The women here are wonderful. They're great. They're smart. They're independent. They're all those things.
Yes.
But the loyalty that I get from her, I did not see with any woman I dated. And that's my own experience. I did not see that with any of the women I dated. And obviously from Rue, I dated a lot. So that says a lot.
No, you just don't see it. You just don't see it. And well, I tell you, that's why I make the videos I make, because I could be walking the street, and that's why I know it was a little bit too extra in that video. But I because usually people got wrong. Like people that know my channel know I joke and I say, "Are you single and ready to mingle?" I get that from JoJo, a girl that was on my live stream many years ago. I miss her actually. JoJo was funny, and she would say, "Are you single and ready to mingle?" And and JoJo would do it in her live streams. I said it as a joke when I woke up to Filipinas. So what happened is guys were saying something about it when on the video. Like I'm like, they don't know that that's a long joke. That's a long-standing joke for many years on my channel. So, but anyway, I said it to her, and it may seem creepy if you guys don't know. But anyway, I said it, and then she said, "Well, no, I'm married." And I said, "Wow, the energy changed." I said, "Wow, you're married." She was younger. Women that are younger are looking to get married, or if they have a kid, say if they get pregnant, they want to get married right away a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
You find that happens in the Philippines. Like someone to get pregnant, so okay, I have to get married right away. Like they know that they kind of feel like you feel like a what do you call it? They kind of feel like they're empty if they don't have the marriage connected with it. That's how Filipinos feel because of the culture, and that culture is missing in the U.S. It used to be like that, but it died down a lot. Now it's like women don't want to get married because they feel like they don't want to get done wrong, like they're gonna get tricked. I mean, and I was watching Kevin Samuels the other day, and he said, just do it. Like you better off being a divorcee than a baby mama.
Yeah.
You know. And
I want to say
about mamas.
I want to say something about Clip said. Just like me and Jay, will submit to the husband. Like what I did when I decided to just go back to the Philippines and just work with him online. So I said, whenever you are, I will be there.
Yeah.
Through. So it's like it's not like you are so submissive. Like I want to wash everything. I want to bath you or something. But it's like you guys respect each other, and then you know you. That's the important thing. It's not really like submitted. Like I'm gonna do everything for you. Like of course you are, but it's like it's not like different. Help me, Jay, help me.
No, it's like
it's not like you are made or what, you know.
Yeah.
You can,
Abigail
you're
said
not
it.
made, or how do you say that in right term?
You know what? I'll tell you this. Abigail said it. See, and this is like it's like this with a lot of Filipino women. Filipino women are very strong, independent, but they don't have the same energy as the West. I am a strong, independent woman.
Yeah.
It's different. Like they're strong, independent, meaning they have to work. They have to work hard, but they know at the end of the day, they cater to their man. Okay, they know the man is the head, and that they are gonna fall in line with the man's dreams and goals, and they're gonna stick by him with that. And that's missing in the West. And that's why you have so many guys that talk about these things. You see guys, Kay knows, I watch them all, right, Kay? You see me watching TV in the morning, and sometimes I'm watching one, I'm watching the other, I'm watching, but what they're saying is real because it's missing. And guys are speaking on it now. Even I'm doing it in my own way. I'm speaking about it. And guys are looking like, okay, where do we go? You come to places like the Philippines. You come to places like, certain countries like the Philippines, even because guys are looking where to escape to. Guys want to escape. You think, okay, if it's not here, where do I go?
Yeah.
Oh, you go to Philippines? Okay, go here, go there. But then still at the same time, I tell those guys, even though you want to go here, you still have to be careful of this.
Yeah.
Because you get here, and in the Philippines, this can happen to you. And then you can meet, you still got the same energy here that's there, but in a different way. You're still going to find more, the percentages are better here, to where there, it's more like a 20%, 30% is going to be good. Here, it's more like a 70% is going to be good. It's like the opposite.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
Yeah, my sister was under the impression, she's like, oh, you wanted someone who was subservient. And now that she knows Rue, she's like, I get it. If she was subservient, if she was docile, she could not hang with me. I'm not that kind of personality. This woman's a little terror. I mean, and she has to be to deal with me, but I think that's kind of what makes us work. I don't want someone I can bully around or I want someone who's going to push back a little bit, someone who's going to be supportive, but also when I'm doing something stupid, say, hey, you're being a knucklehead. And
the knucklehead. I do not hear that in Philippines. Knucklehead.
Because you didn't marry a robot. You marry a person. A human that can react. So
exactly. And that's the thing that happened with Kay too. Kay has the strongest attitude. I feel like Kay has no, she does.
You're a slut, Jay. I'm joking. I'm joking. I was stopping.
Kay is no joke, but still.
Basher, I gotta have a lot of basher, Jay.
Kay knew. Kay always wanted like love and real love. She always wanted love, real love. Kay always had the same moral values. You did. She always had those moral values where she wanted a man. She didn't just want a man. She didn't want to have a baby. She wanted a husband. She wanted to take care of somebody and not be subservient that way. Because Kay's smart. Kay's a genius, actually.
Don't say
Very smart
genius.
woman.
Nobody's genius.
You are, Kay,
right?
you are. And,
Oh, Eric.
she is
So
smart.
obviously Filipino women don't know how to take compliments either, because the same thing with
I know.
When you
I
say
know.
that I'm smart, I was like, no, I'm such a dummy. I'm not
Of course
smart.
you're smart. You chose me.
Yeah.
Aw.
And
I'm so killing.
and
Yeah, with
before,
that.
and with my ex, you know what she said to me one time, and I gotta say it, I said it to Kay. My ex said, you know, one day you're gonna meet your match because I'm extremely strong. I'm very strong, and Kay is extremely strong, but she submits. You see what I'm saying? Kay's strong, but she submits, and Kay, and it's not just me. My attitude, Kay would have submitted for anybody she was in love with, or anybody that had the right mind frame. Like Kay, no, she's not dumb. She wasn't going for somebody that was coming with nonsense, or you know, just want to use her. Because there's a lot of guys that do that. She wanted to get a guy that was serious, that was ready for marriage, and that was smart, you know. And I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I was a little bit. I was very smart when I was younger, and I kind of strayed away from that. But I went to the streets, but then still, I always had a head on my shoulders. You know, I've always had a head on my shoulders, and I've always, when I hit my 30s, I knew, okay, this is what I want to do. This is my plan. And she said, I'm riding with your plan. And we would be on live together, not live. We would be on Skype for like 6-7 hours, running the company together at night. And she would do it sleeping until 1 o'clock, and she got up in the morning, went to work the next day, and then it was lovely, and we're here now.
I think as long as you guys like compromise, you also understand each other. You like it doesn't. You need to find, if you guys, the one listening right now, if you guys are having a lot of heartbreak, meeting a Filipina that's not really meant to you, like the girl cheat on you, maybe find a different quality of the girl. Maybe she's not. You keep looking on the same quality of the girls, like pretty but still gonna cheat on you. Find someone that's, you know, understand you, that love you. Because me, when I looking for a guy, I just want to look someone who gonna love me and not gonna cheat on me. That's the most important thing for me. Of course, God fearing, but like someone who gonna love me and not gonna cheat. I think that's the most important thing. I know, Ru, when you're looking for a boyfriend or love, like what are you looking for before when you're dating? When you start dating, just for love too.
Like for the love, you know. I don't care you how ugly you are, just love.
But no,
I'm not saying you.
And
I'm not saying you. Look at you. You're so guapo. Look at the nose. You're so pointed, and you know, and your smile, and your eyelashes.
The brother
You're
Sabrino
already
said it here. He said,
Thank you for the
title
super
got my
chat,
interest.
Sabrino.
He said most talk about why you shouldn't bring them back, whereas you are for it. Good topic. Well, Supremo, what it is, it's all about connection. It's really about the connection. And I said in the beginning of the show, and you can rewind it back after the live show is over. I said it in the beginning of the show. I said, you know, a guy has to do his homework. You have to really understand, and you have to read your Filipino. Right? Say if you're dating online, or even if you come here, because you can come here and meet the wrong one and bring her back to the U.S.
That's true.
And
I met a lot of the wrong ones.
Yep, and it's even harder to do your homework because you meet them. Oh, she's beautiful. Okay, you want to have sex with her, and then you get with her, and you fall for her, but then you don't know anything about her because she's hiding her kid in the province. She's hiding her kid in the province, and she came to the city to meet you, and it could be the worst one. And you came to meet her.
I think you said it. I think you said it in one of your earlier videos. It's hard to. Now I'm not. I mean, I'm not. I know I'm not a bad looking guy, but I'm not the best looking guy. When I go to the Philippines, when I went to the Philippines, the attention I got was ridiculous. I remember walking down one street in Manila, and there were a bunch of they were having some kind of not a fiesta, but there was a bunch of bars in that same area, and I had probably 20 women around me, all beautiful, all could have been models. Just listen, follow through.
It's like that. It's like that, Ru.
But for me, it was like, what am I here for?
And he likes that.
I do like attention. So for me, it was like, what am I trying to get? What do I want to get out of this? So when I met Ru and we started talking and she hung in there, even though I was dating somebody else, I was like, those are the qualities that I want. Like I knew she was loving, caring. I knew she cared about her family. I knew that if she was a mom, she was going to be a great mom. So when I saw all the women in Manila, she's beautiful too. I'm like, well, I can have the best of both. She's beautiful and she has the values that I want. But you do have to look and you have to wonder, what am I here for? What do I want? You go to the bars, you're gonna get beautiful women. You want to have sex. That's all you can do all the time. But understand that's what you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not going to get someone who's going to stick by you. Like I have no doubt and no worry. Any guy who came up to her, she's either going to laugh at him or walk away. Usually run away because she's done it before.
Yeah.
I don't ever worry about her. Now I'm a person who's been cheated on, but I don't worry about her cheating on me.
I remember like when we were here and then we hung out with our friends. We went to the bar and then we were dancing like the one that there's a guy came over to me and like talking to me. I don't know what did he say to me. I ran away from him. I went to get him. I was like, "Get down here."
And when we go out, she always has guys. Oh, hey, beautiful. Hey, how you doing? This, that, and the other thing.
Yeah, in the store.
Yes.
Like I'm not beautiful. Like.
If I didn't trust our relationship, if I didn't believe that this was real, I would be going crazy. I don't worry about that. I never worry about that.
Yeah.
Last thing on my mind.
It's true, and that's what it is, Supremo. I actually want to do away with that. I want to do away with that because a guy that says that, and I'm not trying to bash any, I'm just being real, is most likely going to be somebody that's insecure and can't handle woman. You understand? Because in a way, you have to handle your woman. You know, a man has to handle his woman mentally, physically, of course, not abuse, but love. But in all ways, you know, a man has to be like a father to his woman. You know, because Kay looks at me like her father, just like
Hi,
Kay
Dad.
looks
Just
like,
kidding.
like that. You know, it's that respect. A woman has to have that respect for you. Like, oh man, that's my daddy because you are her daddy.
Jay, I wish people understood you the way I understand you because if they don't understand you, the way it might seem to some is that you're saying like you have to be a domineer and over a woman, and that's not what you're saying whatsoever.
Exactly.
You're saying partnership. You're saying social connection. You're saying everything that a relationship that's going to last needs. But people are so used to just hearing the negative end of it that they lose track of what you're actually talking about. That was one of the things that made me, when I first started watching, I'm like, this guy's got it together. You know, I knew you were younger than me. I knew you were a young guy, but I'm like, he's got it together. And we have very similar thoughts. And I think that's why we click. But I kind of want, you know, anyone who's a new subscriber of yours, I want them to understand that they need to listen to the whole thing that you say. It's not a piece. Don't take the negative piece and run with it. Take this whole thing where he's saying partnership. What?
I'm that person.
You're that person.
It's the right move. It's the right move. Yo, Rue, see what I'm saying? She see my title.
So
But you still love me though, so that's all that matters.
You know, it's funny, Rue, you're not the only one. I get Filipinos still do it to me to this day.
What
You know
about Kay? What about Kay?
Kay knows what I'm talking about.
Kay's
holding the camera. Kay's holding the camera. But what happens is
I always say something if Jay
Filipinos will bash me.
Actually, if for example, I'm holding the camera all the time, guys, I'm the one holding the camera of Jay when he's doing a stand-up video. And if he say something, I said, I have a side comment right away. And then it was like, stop talking. Stop talking, Kay.
Yep. Guys, you don't know. Like, I go through it. Like, I got to tell Kay, I got this. Because what I'm saying makes sense. You know? And what happens is, like, Filipinos will bash me. And then they'll look at the title and then they'll bash. And they probably watch the whole video and say, hold on, wait a minute.
And he's not even doing a clickbait, guys. No.
I'm not even clickbaiting,
Jay's not doing clickbait. Oh, you're doing clickbait.
Yeah.
No, there's no clickbait at all.
I don't clickbait,
I was telling Jay, were you making your title as like a sentence, like it's there right away? Like sometimes you need to have some clue. It's like, are you trying to make a paragraph title? That's why I was like, sometimes I'm getting like upset. Like, why are you saying Jay's clickbait? It's not even clickbait, you know? It's like there right away.
I don't pay attention to it.
But anyway, guys, Jay, since Duan said, I think Jay should let us speak about this too. I think since Duan and Pinay Forever,
come on
want to join on our
askfilipina.com. Come on down. I already got to bring Rue on. We got to get Rue's input is raw and real, guys. That's going to be a good episode.
I told you.
Filipina. It's coming. And Pinay Forever, Doan Quintos. Join. I want you guys. You guys been with me forever. I want you on. I want the realness, the rawness. That's why I pin everything. I'm not trying to say, oh no, I don't want you saying this. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start speaking with you guys and say if you guys have a crazy output or something you're saying, I'm gonna start saying how I feel, and I want you. We're gonna do some back and forth. I'm not gonna argue. It's not gonna be a fight. We're gonna go back and forth, and we're gonna keep it real. And I think it's gonna be a great show. And I want to even bring you on, Cliff, to get some of your input on certain shows. You know, and I want to bring certain people in for the men too. So I'm gonna do that too.
As a foreigner, that was suggested by Big O Experience. As a foreigner. But guys, please subscribe to Cliff and Rue. I already put in the link. Subscribe if you want the funny Rue and the loving Cliff on in a video. Subscribe to their channel. Plug your channel, guys. What else we can expect to your channel, guys?
Well, as we go through, it's going to be, so we've got it on there as LDR information and advice. So we're going to start doing more of the advice aspect of it because we're no longer LDR so much. But just couples in general, a lot of the stuff we do together, but we don't do every single thing together. I think a healthy relationships requires you to have a little bit of time and space apart. So I definitely want to chronicle our experience in the Philippines. Just some of the challenges that I have. I'm obviously going to be trying to learn Bisaya. I'm trying to do that a little bit anyway. The thing that kills her is that because I have been trained, I read body language and tones, which is hard with Filipinos because it always seems like they're yelling at each other. But I understand more than I can speak. And so she'll be talking to her aunt or her mom or something, and I'll start saying something. She goes, "How do you know what we're talking about?" You know, because I keep hearing the words over and over again. And I try to explain to her, like, I'm a smart guy. I'll pick it up. It's just going to take time.
Jay was like that too. He knows what we're saying because when we talk in Tagalog. So guys, we'll open the question now. If you have any questions,
anybody have a question?
Rue, we will be reading your question. You have a lot of fun here, especially Rue. Rue, you're so funny. Everybody.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you are. Why do you think I married you? If you were dull and boring, I would not have married you.
Garrett said, "Cliff wisdom." And let me see some comments here, guys. This is a great show. We learned a lot. Thank you so much. Comedy time in the Philippines. LOL from Garrett.
Thanks. And Garrett, that's the thing. I want it to be like that, to where, you know, when I make videos, you guys can learn something. And I know from what I see, and a lot of times you have these expats that come here and they knew you guys think I've been here for years and I've been doing this for years. I've been on this platform for years. And I make sure I research what I'm talking about before I talk about it, you know, and I make sure I look at different scenarios. Like I look at people that are in relationships like Cliff and Rue. I see the Wallace Life. I see other people, even Jay and Vina TV. I see all these different couples that are successful. And then I hear expats saying, you can't do it. And I was like, well, no, what did these people figure out that you guys didn't? And then you got guys that come here and have, a guy came here twice and got cheated on by a woman, a fat guy. I don't want to say his name. You guys know who it is. And then he started saying he was MGTOW and all of this and started saying Filipinos are wrong, but maybe it was the process that you were taking with these women. And I know it was. I already know it was. Like, oh, he said something to me on my channel one time, and I said, bro, you're wrong. It's not that you can't take a Filipino to the U.S. It's just you can't take any Filipino to the U.S.
Right.
Yeah, that's the key. You can take your woman to the U.S. You can't take anyone to the U.S. because you're going to bring her to a pit of vipers, and she's going to be released to the hounds. But you know what? You know your woman is your woman if you bring her to the jungle. And Cliff and Rue, Cliff, you brought Rue to the jungle, and she's yours, man.
And I'm going back to my jungle.
So now they're back in the jungle.
So guys, we have a question. This is a question for you guys. Kenneth Gilliard. I want to bring my girlfriend to USA and she wants to come. Where do I start? So this is fiancé style, right? Because they're not married. Yeah,
so a similar process. Fiancé should be quicker than bringing over Sierra One. So there is more involved as far as paperwork. So they used to do 2 years of income verification. Now it's 3 years. So he can go to the website, the immigration website, and it'll give him step by step exactly what he has to do. Or he can cheat like I did and go see an immigration attorney and start the process that way.
Yes, that's more easy.
Yeah.
I
And
remember
so,
also when I was in U.S. Embassy in Philippines, I
Mm-hmm.
met also a Filipina also there. Hers is fiancé visa. She was the only she's the one the processed the papers, and then it took eight
That's it.
months over.
Yeah, so it should be quicker on a fiance visa,
Yeah,
but like I said, it's the process is right there. Just go to the
yeah,
immigration website. You'll get everything you need.
yeah.
mhm.
And best of luck with that.
And we have someone that said he led with his wallet probably. That's what somebody said. But you must have didn't hear the show. But anyway, that's fine. We accept it. He said he led with his wallet probably. I gotta let you know. I let Cliff and Rue talk for themselves.
Who
And
led with the wallet? Me?
yeah, somebody said you did. He led
Oh
with his
no,
wallet
she
probably.
thought I was poor.
Yeah.
I didn't tell her I had money until 2 years into dating her. I
Mm-hmm.
Oh
wanted to make
wow.
sure she wanted to be with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You
She
hide something.
so she spends money now, but she's my wife. She can spend whatever she
Yeah.
wants.
Yeah.
But when I first started, oh no, I was very, very tight. Very tight.
You're broke.
I was broke. I kept telling her I'm because
You're still broke.
I'm still broke. So my thing was when it comes to someone asking for money, I'm broke.
Mm-hmm.
When she became my wife, I'm not broke anymore. For her, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not broke. For everyone else, I'm
Mm-hmm.
still broke.
Yep.
So no, I didn't leave with my wallet by any means. By any
Mm-hmm.
means.
And also, guys, if you're listening, if you hear earlier the one who's asking that, they already talk about that. Cliff
Yeah.
never
Well, he
spend
didn't. It's
money.
fine. He didn't know.
We talk about
And,
that
and
in the
also
earlier.
Rue
Cliff doesn't
didn't
send money
want
to
money.
Rue when they're still dating. So
Yeah,
And Rue
yeah.
didn't
I
want
think that
see
answer the
if
question.
Philomena is leading with money questions, you got to kind of say, do
That's
I
the
need to
red
do
flag.
that? Yeah.
That's the red flag. Most of the ones that I
That's a
had
red flag.
issues with, the first sentence out of their mouth was, "I have a little problem" or "I have this issue." Even though Rue, I'm just bear with me, honey.
Okay.
So Rue does not come from a very well-off family. So
Mm-hmm.
she could have very
Yeah,
well
no,
been asking for money and never
Rue should
did.
be fine with that. Yeah, okay.
And never did. So I believe me, I had friends and family say the same thing. Oh, she just wants money. She just this. That.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
For mail order
yeah,
bride.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
have
Just your
money.
forbid
I'm
card.
like, I don't have money.
Money
So what
living
money is
order.
she getting? And so, I'm used to questions like that. And for people that don't know us, yeah, I mean, sure, you might think that's the case, but not every single Filipino is after money. She could care
Mm-hmm.
less about money.
He's very
My,
clever on his money.
my point also is if it's happened to you, it doesn't mean that's gonna happen to another person as well. So
Right.
it's not like
Exactly.
the same story. So let's read some other question, guys. I have a question from Professor Cliff. Aren't you happy to
Oh
see
yeah,
Rue
okay.
get her Western swag and not
Yeah, no, you're right.
some
You're right, Joseph.
imitation girl?
Huh?
Uh,
What? Oh my god.
And are you happy to see Rue get her Western swag and not
What's
some
Western swag?
imitation girl?
I,
Explain,
I don't
Rue.
I don't know
Explain,
if
Cliff.
I don't know if she really got any westerns. Like this is just Rue. This has been Rue since I first met her. So I don't think she picked up anything from being over here in the States, except for loneliness and depression. To be honest with you, what are
Mm-hmm.
you looking for?
We call this Joseph explain. I know I'm subscribed to her channel. Okay, she's talking about the fat guy that we're
Yeah,
talking about.
the fat white guy.
So
Yeah,
I think maybe it's led by the money too,
he
because
did. He did.
it's not you, Cliff,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he was subscribed to your channel. So okay, that's clear.
yeah. Okay. But
And no,
yeah,
I've seen that. Even when I was over there, I saw guys just throwing money around left and right. I never did that.
Yeah.
I always had a budget. Like for me, even though I had the money, I always had a budget.
Yeah, and another thing, it's hard to earn money here. Yes, there are some, Filipinas, not all, but some that is like you are what's that? Looking for the salary here, but you do not think about the bills here. Yes, you paid well, but your bills are a lot.
Everything is relative. So
Yes.
our money goes further in the Philippines, but if you're here with our money, because I wouldn't consider I'm not poor by any means, but I would say upper lower class when it comes to income because shit, you have to have like $200,000 to be considered middle class anymore. And
yeah.
so, yeah, my money goes a long way over in the Philippines, but Rue's right. I'm also clever with it. I invest.
Yes.
do stocks and all these other things. So it's not just like I'm out there throwing money around
No,
willy nilly.
it's hard to find money here, especially during like since I started working, I realized it's very hard to find money, especially winter. It's very cold here. You wanted to sleep more because
Winter's
it's
coming.
so cold. You don't want to get up. Like the coldness is like right in your bones. I'm so like, I don't want to get up, but I have to wake my ass up and go to work to get that.
Where do you work there, Wu? I'm just wondering, is it okay if you share or no?
My work here,
Mm-hmm.
I work in early Head Start. It's their
She's a
age.
teacher.
Yeah, teacher. Their age 1 to 3 years old. Before I was on toddlers, like 4 to 5 years old, but I moved to early Head Start. So yeah. Before like I only have like 8 kids, but since the COVID hit, I only have like 6 kids now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
And what do I tell you, Ru, if you say you want something?
Mhm.
What do I tell you when we're in bed and you say you want to get like some new outfits? What do I tell you? You better get some sleep so you can go to work and make that money.
Oh yes, yes. He told me, honey, you wanna earn $100? And I was like, yeah. And then he said, get your ass up and go to work. I was like, that's what clever money. Yeah. Yeah. I don't blame him because it's really hard to unless if you are rich here, if you are rich, but I mean he's broke, so I understand him. You can't just throw, or even if you're rich, like it's just like you can't just throw your money or give money away, like
So I have the same mentality whether I was a millionaire or whether I was poor.
Yeah.
So money is hard to get regardless. I'm not just going to throw it out there. So that's why I didn't just throw it out. Yeah, I could have probably gone over and thrown money around and gotten whoever I want. But what am I getting? I'm getting someone for money. I'm not getting someone for me. So she literally did not know I had any kind of savings until, it was about 2 or 3 years in. We were talking about houses, right? And so Ruth said when she comes over, she wants to help her family get a house. And I said, yeah, I'd be down to help with that. And so we set a budget and everything like that. And so,
I worked that one too.
And so
not just relying on you.
She said, well, how much do you have? And so I told her how much I had. And she had no clue. She looked at me like, where did that money come from?
Yes, he hid money away from me.
I didn't hide it from him. I just give you all the information.
Well, he loves testing me. Maybe he tests me if I'm
Yeah, yes, I tested you. So
why did you do that?
Because I want to make sure that you love me, not my money.
You gotta do that. You passed, Ru. You passed.
You're here for 5 years. You passed. Now you get what
you passed with the flying colors.
You got to test women.
Yes! I just realized that.
And that's
talking about the guy now that actually had a channel bashing Filipinas because he kept getting done dirty. But the thing is, he never ever vetted his woman. He never tested them. He didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And you have to do that. I'm happy you talking about it. Go ahead. Sorry, cut you off.
And I mean, I know it sounds kind of like rude, you're testing, but yeah, I want to make sure that I'm loved. I don't want to be, no one wants to be used. Mm-hmm. But my thing was, if I find the right woman who loves me for who I am, she can have everything I have anyway. It doesn't make a difference. But you got to get past those, I got gatekeepers. You got to get past those gatekeepers.
Thank you.
And I passed those. Congrats to Real. We're going to celebrate.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I speak on my channel. I say it all the time. You guys see the video. I'm sure you've seen the video. Cliff seen it. So Cliff understands what I'm talking about. This is like you guys, and that's what happened with Supremo with that guy. He didn't test his woman. He just, okay, yeah, I think I love you. Brought him over, and then got ran through. Because he didn't go to it with this first. He went into it with his heart and felt like he was doing the right thing, but no. Yep, even God. Yep, you said it, Cliff. Even God tests us. Yep. Thank you, Professor. This life is a test.
Yep.
This life is a test. Because really,
and another thing I'll tell you too, Jay, it was her family. So when I met her family, what are their intentions? Because the family, if they just want money, they will ask for it too. Mm-hmm. Her mother's hard pressed to ask me for anything. She always has to warm up to me, and I'm like, Mama, stop working me. What do you need? And so, but that's what they raised her. She's that kind of way. They're not looking for gimme. I don't want that. But when I go there, do we have a good time? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mhm.
That's my family. So yes, we have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't ask you much.
No, no.
Unlike others, they're sending a lot of
Well, no,
money.
she had people saying, "Don't marry him until he buys you a house. Don't marry him until this."
Yes.
Yeah.
If,
Yeah.
Someone said that is.
if she would have come at me like that, you would not be seeing us sitting like this.
Yeah, I
Yep.
heard like from the side of my other family that is like
The ones that don't come around, yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
They said that is I'm idiot because I did not ask a house from him first before we get married. Yeah, and I was
Right.
like, the nerd is saying that to me like. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be on Facebook. This one doesn't want to marry me because I did not give him a house. Like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why like Drew is always saying, I don't like to be in Facebook. I don't like to be
Yeah.
in Tulfo.
Oh, it's like Facebook is the whole world. Like, oh my God, I don't want to be in tofu. No.
She has standards. That's what she has standards.
I'm
She has
scared. That's
standards.
that's my
Yeah.
fear.
And she doesn't want to
Yeah,
be
that's
out there.
why
She doesn't want
I
to
was
look at it
like,
that way.
sorry to catch up, Jay, but that's
Yeah,
why
go.
I don't like when people saying like, oh, Filipina just want money.
It's not
Just
true.
they
No.
want to marry foreigner because money. Some foreigner doesn't really like rich. Sometimes they just fall in love, and that's the reason they're together because of love.
Yeah.
And they're gonna
Yeah.
work together.
Filipinos want love.
Yeah, especially
it's
like
not about the money sometimes.
yeah,
Mhm.
especially like, sorry, I cut you. Like the
No, no,
age
no.
difference.
Yeah.
And then like, there was one time we went to, like the first we met in Oak Cliff. And we went to like the
Oh,
hotel. Yes. And then of course, like when they saw him with his size and the color, like it's not really like a lot in our area. There is usually they only sees like white like that one, but with his color, it's different. So their eyes are like that, and then his size, and then my size, I am so tiny, and then like there's a lot of people like watching us, and then like they did not realize when we got out away from them, and then they did not realize that my dad stay in that in that bunch of people over there like being nosy about us and then talk shit about me, that is like, oh, the Filipina is just for money, like that one to that one, and then he didn't realize that my dad was next to him, sorry,
Ooh.
that my dad next to him, and then my dad almost punched him. So you
Wow.
cannot talk to my daughter like that because my daughter is not a scammer. And so, oh, that's your daughter. I'm sorry, like that one. Yeah, my dad almost punched him. Yeah, that's one of my struggle too. Like when I go to Philippines, like I know many are like think, oh, she just want money from him, because I don't believe that relationship is real. Because of this size, this American, yeah.
Yeah, one of our and I did a video on it too. We had a basher who said there's no way that a beautiful young Filipino wants an old fat
Mhm.
N-word. She's just after money, and I can't wait to see the program when they break up.
That
And
happens
so-
with Danica too all the time.
So if he hadn't used such profanity, I might have like had a debate with him or a little conversation.
Yeah.
It's really hard for people who don't know anyone to judge. So what we've been trying to show in our videos is just who we are. We fight. We say it. We fight. You can see we fight. That's a normal relationship. To look at someone and think that it's a false relationship without having the conversation, without learning anything about them, that shame on you. I mean that's you, because you might be missing out on a wonderful couple. I always look at the folks on YouTube that I met. Like when I saw you guys, I was like, they're good together. Wallace Life and his wife, I'm like, they're good together. You look at people for their situation, what's going on, and then yeah, you can't just judge by saying, oh, their age difference or oh, their size difference or any of this bull. It's just talk to us, get to know us.
Sometimes some people is easy, quick to judge, but they doesn't. You just watch one video and they have a bunch of things to say about you already. They doesn't even know you as a person, because when you make a video, that's only 15 minutes video. It's not like the whole 1 year. But anyway, Cliff, I have a question for you from Tony Anderson.
Okay.
Cliff, will you be blogging your flight back to the PH and a quarantine?
Absolutely. Absolutely, dude. I'm gonna need something to do. I mean, I might still work a little bit too, but yeah, we're gonna need something to do. I'm gonna bring all my cameras and all my stuff. I'm even buying a new laptop before we go over there so that I have the stuff so
Yeah,
I can edit and do the right thing. So
Be
yeah,
ready for this. Be ready for this though. They're gonna make y'all sleep in different rooms.
no, they're not.
No.
Yeah,
We
no.
already verified it.
maybe
Tell
not,
them, Kat. Tell them.
Jay.
Maybe not them.
Listen,
Okay, okay,
Jay. Maybe not because that one is
okay.
OFW. Because I have a
Oh, okay,
friend who
okay,
just came
yeah,
from
okay, yeah.
Thailand. They have a free stay in the hotel here because they're OFW, but the husband is staying in the next room and the wife is staying with the son. So maybe you guys, you just need to
So
tell them
they
you're
had us send
married.
our marriage certificate because because she hasn't
Mm.
changed her name on some of her stuff, and so they said, well, you have to have separate rooms. You can't be in the same room. I'm like, we live in the same household. This is my wife, not my friend or my girlfriend. And they said, oh, so we just got a confirmation saying they just wanted to make sure we understood it was a quarantine hotel we're staying in. I'm like, I wouldn't be staying 10 days in that hotel if it wasn't for quarantine. So they can try and make us stay in two rooms. That I'm not going to pay for two rooms. I'm gonna have a whole other bed because if we're traveling together, we live together. You know, I know they were making people split up before, but from what their email said, we should be okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're
Okay,
fine.
I
that's good
wonder
to hear.
like how long we're gonna stay in quarantine in Manila because I heard 7 days and now I heard
My
7 days.
friend say
10
they
days,
stay
right?
14 days. They're
14 days, okay.
OFW. So they
Mhm.
stay for 14 days. So we're not sure in when the time come on October when you're coming, how
Yeah.
many days, but you can always double check with them. But maybe 10 to 14 days. Hopefully it will lesser down
Yes.
to
Yeah,
2 weeks.
I have
Mhm.
it booked for 11 so that when we get in, we can go right to the hotel. We don't have to try and wait because the way we
Mm-hmm.
get in, it's after their before their check-in time or something. So I went another day ahead to get
Oh
in there.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool.
So let's see if they have more question here. Guys, go live on the quarantine hotels, blog
Yes.
whatever
Yeah,
stories you have because
yeah.
people want to see that. And make sure when you put the title is like experience
Quarantine hotel.
quarantine hotel, like it's not a
Yeah.
clickbait, but search your title so you're gonna get a lot of views on that, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure your title is good
You know,
so
I
people
tried trying to do all that stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just doing this for us. So I'm whatever title fits our topic, I'm going to go with it. And I tried the whole. I don't know. I just couldn't figure it out. That's why I kind of
Well,
moved it so
we
that
gotta
our
talk.
search.
Chris, we gotta talk. We're gonna talk.
What's
I'm gonna
that?
pitch you. I'm gonna pitch you. You're gonna be in my class.
Okay.
It's free. It's free. It's free. We're gonna talk. Actually, contact me on Hangouts, and I'm gonna show you like things to do. I'm about to get two buddy myself, and they got things that even help you make the thumbnails. Kate makes thumbnails, but
Okay.
like that two buddy has something that can help you make thumbnails, like $9 a month, and then you
Okay.
can create your thumbnails. It shows you the keywords to put. Yeah, a lot of stuff
because
that you can do.
thumbnail is really important because that's
Thumbnails
people want to
important. Yeah.
see first like what they're gonna expect on the video, so you need to really take a thumbnail so it will help, but
Hmm.
it still depends on you guys if you want just
Yeah.
like a raw, but it's also good if you want to
You
bring your
know,
channel more subscribers, like it's
actually,
good to get a thumbnail.
doing it raw style is only it's gonna hurt you in the long run because you're not gonna get as much views as you can really get. Because
Right.
like say for instance, when you start getting popular, you'll get a certain amount of views. But if you actually put thumbnails and also
Mm-hmm.
tags in there, what's gonna happen is in the future, to be a year from now, you'll mess
People
around and get
can still watch it.
500,000 views.
Oh,
And then
Mm-hmm.
it'll
okay.
be a year
Okay.
from now, and you'll be like, wow, my channel's taking off, and your channel just all this money is just coming in because it's happened before. But it won't
Okay.
happen if you don't
Well,
check it.
I know how to be a good student, so no problem
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Well, once Rue know how to edit, it's gonna be easy for her.
Oh yeah,
Because
it's
I'm the
easier.
one
Yeah.
editing Jay's thumbnail, so it's gonna be easy. And
Yeah.
once you got like 5 thumbnails, you're gonna be get used to how what you're gonna put, and just keep watching
Hmm.
on some video like how they put the thumbnail. Because guys, the reason we suggest the thumbnail because in few years people may search about how to quarantine, and they're gonna see
Ah,
the result and they're gonna see your picture. And like, oh, let me click this. This seems like a good video because this is a,
Hmm.
yeah.
just a suggestion, guys.
Yeah.
So,
No,
so
I take it. Thank you.
Yeah.
let me see, guys, if they have more question here. Kaya nga di ako. Let me see if we have question for you guys. Alright. Do you have any question, Jay?
Well, no, actually, I forgot to put my
I will that one.
monetization here, so I'm doing that right
What's
now.
that?
So just go ahead without me. right now.
If you're wearing your Fox to me. Fox.
Jeff, will you bury your Fox Tommy t-shirt when traveling to PH?
Somebody stole it,
Oh
so I got to buy
wow! He
another
closed
one.
the door. Oh wow!
Thank you
That's
for that one. I
crazy.
love it.
She
Yeah.
steals everything.
Yeah.
She's wearing
It's
it like a
big,
dress.
but still,
When
it's
she was
comfortable.
pregnant, she stole my underwear.
When I was pregnant, yeah.
Don't worry, because when Jay gained weight, I use his underwear. And now he want it back. He want it back, but he cannot get it back because he lose weight again. He lose like a lot of weight, so he can wear it again. But
Yeah,
anyway,
it's comfortable. So
it's very comfortable.
yeah.
Let's see, guys, if they have more question. Guys, you have more question for our lovely couple here. You guys are very funny, especially Rue. I was
I
laughing.
don't know that. I don't
Very
think so.
real, like, you know. Let me see if we have more question here. Clip and Rule, what to do? Clip and Rule, know what to do. Hey, hey, rock steady, you too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal some of those titles.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Guys
yep.
said,
That's a good one. Yeah. Cliff and Rule, you know
no
what to
shorts
do.
taken here in this forum. Love concurs. So I saw 90-year-old with 18 years old at the embassy before. They were happy. Only wish good and bad karma. Otherwise, get it. So that was the professor said, if Jonah and I don't fight, no, if Jonah and I don't fight, I will think she is sick. No, let me see. There's no question, guys. What's your question, guys? Thank you, guys, for the help. BK and always bless your ears. Okay, guys. Let's see if there's more question here. So, guys, what else you want to share with us in dating
Yes.
or being together? What advice you can give to the people watching right now?
Yeah, what you
I
talking
would
about?
say embrace your Philippines family, and I'll
Mm-hmm.
explain to you why. So I've lost my dad and my mom. We were there on a Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Now Rue's parents speak English. They're always shy. They don't speak it very well. But I was going through something, missing my dad, and her dad came over and put his hand on my shoulder and said, "I'm your papa now." And like
Mm-hmm.
it was a warm moment. Like I cried, he cried, all of the aunts were around, they were crying. And I felt a connection. I felt love. And then recently when I lost my mom, um, my mother-in-law, Rue's mom, said, you have me. Like so they recognize that I have loss and they want me to know that I still have family. And so that to me was huge. That made me like because Filipinos are so much, which is what I wanted, right? Like I wanted a family oriented woman because they are so much part of the relationship when it comes to that end of it. When
Mm-hmm.
they show love, it brings me closer to her because these are the people that taught her. These are the people that raised her. So it makes me like it reinforces that I made the right decision.
Hmm.
So
I think you choose the right girl too because of
yeah,
the values and everything. I think you
yeah,
choose the right one. Yeah.
yeah. So when we before we got married, we had a chaperone. So her brother was with us for a little bit, and then my brother was the chaperone. Your aunt was there for part? Yeah, and her aunt was there, so like they wouldn't leave us alone until we got married. So, and then of course they didn't care, but I thought it was a little strange, but I also thought it was like a little endearing too. So I'm like, okay, they're
Philippines.
protecting her.
Yeah.
It's like that in the Philippines. The family don't play like, okay, you get married. We're not hearing you being around her right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Wait until you're married. This is the Philippines,
yeah,
though. It's old school, and I love it. It's old school
yeah.
Philippines. It's very much. It does have. It's a little bit judgmental. Some people are judgmental, but
Hmm.
that's just the Philippines.
Yeah,
It's kind of like you gotta love the good with the bad.
yep.
You gotta love the. We talked about it. We talked about Filipino toxicity. Sometimes it can be bad, but you know what? Do we hate it? No. I think what it does is it keeps people honest. I think the
Mm-hmm.
way sometimes Filipinos are toxic is it keeps people honest. is it
But
bad?
only thing
Yes.
is,
But,
you cannot just say things that is
yeah.
obvious already. You know,
Yeah,
the
yeah, that's
person is
different. Yeah.
already fat, and you're gonna say, "Oh, you gain weight." It's like
Yeah.
sometimes it's easy to it's easy to ask, but sometimes it's bashing already. It's body shaming
Yeah.
already. But
It does
anyway,
happen.
somebody's asking here. My cousin Abigail. She's just asking, "What's the age gap, guys? If you want to share."
21. 21?
21.
21.
She's 26.
21.
I'm 47. So
Yeah.
Okay, okay. But it's not still not that bad though.
yeah.
It's not a bad.
It's actually the same age gap her parents have.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh
See?
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
2 years older than her mother.
Oh wow.
I still have to bless. She's my elder by position, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
think
her
it's
aunts
different
call
though.
me Uncle Cliff instead of nephew because
Wow.
I'm so much older than them.
Wow.
So I don't know. It's a little bit strange, but I like it. I like it.
So it's just being asked that age gap, guys. What can you what are the experience you having age gap relationship? I mean, what you can suggest to those couple that age gap? What are the tips that you can give them to make their love stronger? And like
So
you
so,
guys, you're already 3 years
so
married.
first and foremost, recognize that there's an age gap.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
We often get into discussions, and I try and explain to her because she's always like, "You're always telling me you know so much more." Well, I've been on the planet twice as long as you have,
He
so
always, that's his word.
I should know more.
I have experienced
If-
20 years than you,
Honey,
Real.
honey, am I usually right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Most,
Okay.
but
So,
not every.
not every, but most, right?
We don't know if that not every.
But,
I'm right.
but I will tell you, I got in trouble. I got in trouble for marrying my ex-wife. She wasn't born yet.
Mhm.
And the fetus, my dad. Oh, and
So
the fetus.
I'm getting in trouble for relationships that I could have never had with her anyway,
Mhm.
and which to me is strange. But she's like, "You should have waited for me." I was like, "You weren't even a thought. How was I going to wait for you?"
Because you're eager to come here this planet
I
faster.
didn't have a choice.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
said you come so early?
Yeah, you come so
You was
early.
born so early.
Should waited me.
See, that's what I have to put up with. So yeah, first acknowledge the age gap.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
Yep.
said here, let me see, Cliff and how. Sylvia, if you rewind the live stream, we already asked a question how they met, but they met online and they explain it more. So just rewind the live stream, you can see how they met. We asked that already. Let me see if they have more question for you guys. I think that's the only question. Age gap, and they ask condolences for you, Cliff and from Garrett for what
Thank you.
happened.
Thank you.
And I haven't. I'm waiting till I get to the Philippines to deal with all of my grief and loss. As a therapist, I have to focus on my people, so I have to move. I have to move
Yeah.
that emotion to the side so I can service them the right way. But yeah, I plan on fully getting to the Philippines, and once I'm in the province, just being loved by my Philippines family and trying to work through some of this stuff. So
So,
Mhm.
Cliff, are you working at night or are you gonna be working like at night in the US or at
so
night in the
so
Philippines?
the bonus and benefit to this job is the idea is we want to be able to service people whenever. So when we have second and third shift people here, they can't get the service they need. So I'm going to pick up that
In
back
the
end. So
daytime.
so when it's 10
Wow,
o'clock at night here, it's 10 a.m. there, and I'll
Yeah.
be helping those people. So
that's perfect
Wow.
because
yeah,
it's really hard to work at night shift because it's good if you can work in the morning in the
yeah.
Philippines. That's a
I'm hating.
bonus.
I gotta work overnight, bro.
Yeah,
It's
so
fine, no, it's fine.
my director actually he didn't want to lose me, so he was like,
Yeah,
"Well,
yeah.
why don't you just do it remotely?" And I was like, "Yeah, but there's a time difference." And he's always innovative and always thinking of things. So he's like, "Well, I want to do something where we service the people after 6 o'clock." And I was like, "Oh, well, yeah, 6 a.m. Then I can start my day there. It'll be 6 p.m. here, so I can work
Mhm.
with people from 6 p.m. this time till 2 a.m. And it's 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. for me. So
Mhm.
Mhm.
it'll all work out."
It may be advanced because it's gonna be daylight standard time, right? Because it's gonna be
Yeah,
plus
Yeah.
one, but it's still
Mhm.
okay. You're gonna
yeah.
be 7 p.m., 7 a.m. So that's not bad.
Well, when I'm in the Philippines, I get up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock anyway, because those damn roosters.
Yeah.
Jay hating that, but be able to sleep now because in the afternoon we can still hear it, but it's not. It's covered a little bit because the
All day long.
roosters is too much. It's really too much.
All day long. And then some all the times that it's at night sometimes, like, it drives me crazy. But
Sylvia is
I'm used to
asking,
it.
guys, are you in the US? Yes, they are in the US,
Yeah.
right now. But they're coming to the Philippines on
Yes,
October, and hopefully we
Sylvia, they're
can
coming
meet
to the
you
Philippines
guys.
in October. Oh no, we
We
are. They're
will
gonna come
vlog
to
with
Manila
them
first.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna vlog with them. We're gonna do a sit down vlog. We may do a eating out vlog or something. Yeah, I'm gonna have them. I'm gonna take them to a vegan place to have me some
Okay.
vegan food.
So Rue wants to show everyone a picture of our son.
Okay.
Okay.
He he had dwarfism, which was fine. We were still going to love him, but his condition didn't allow him to survive much longer than 5 months. But go ahead, show the picture.
Oh, let me see.
Oh, so you.
Oh,
Oh. So I thought the baby was really born.
was
Yeah,
Yeah.
born. Yeah.
Oh.
yeah. We had 5 months with him.
What
Oh
happened? What
wow.
happened again, Clip? Sorry.
So
Mm.
he had dwarfism. So his chest cavity was small. His lungs could not expand, could not breathe normally, and he didn't make it longer than 5 months. So
Mm,
Man.
that's sad to hear. But don't worry, there's another time again, one more time in the
yeah,
Philippines. Maybe
she's already talking about once the house is built, we can have another baby. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. No.
she's
So
very young, and me, I need to do it like very soon.
Yeah. We do. We
I don't
do.
like to, stress it
Well,
too much.
you know what's wrong with me and Kate is that's not my fault. I think I need to. Kay, you know what's gonna have to happen, Kay? And I said it before. We gotta go without having sex for a long time, for like a month, a whole month, no sex, and then when you're fertile, we have sex, and watch you're gonna have a baby. I know it.
The
But
only
this
thing
is the
is,
thing.
Jay cannot wait.
We're not
Cannot wait.
checking. We're not checking. We're not checking. We're not
No,
checking when she's
it's
fertile.
not.
We're not doing that yet. We just do
Jay
the do.
cannot wait my fertile time.
Yeah. Yeah.
After the menstruation, here we go again.
Yeah.
so I was tracking her. She couldn't figure out why she wasn't getting pregnant. I'm clever. So I was
Exactly.
tracking. So she got pregnant when I was ready for her
I
to get
should
pregnant.
book some needles over there sometimes.
It's wild. It's funny because men could actually control that. Men can control when a woman get pregnant. Say if a guy know a woman's gonna get pregnant this day, and he can. And this is the funny thing. If you're just having sex all throughout the month, of course your sperm may not be at its
No.
right level to have a baby. So that's probably what's happening with us is we're having sex all throughout the month, and then when it's time to have a baby, it's not at its full potential. So if we go
It,
for a whole month
it's
without doing
actually
anything,
very hard to get pregnant. People think it's really
yeah,
easy. It's actually
it's
very
not.
hard to get pregnant.
It
You
is.
need
It
to
is.
work hard on that.
And what we have to do, I know it. If me and Kate don't have sex and we wait for that day, she gonna mess around and be pregnant. So it's time, Kate. So we actually, Kate, you need to go to this. We need to go to the store. And I told Kate we need to get the fertility, and you let me forget again today.
Yeah, I know. We need to check
Yeah.
if it's I'm fully fertile. But I was tracking it with pre-mom. I have an app which is pre-mom, or I
You need
will
more
put
than that app. That app ain't
menstruation,
working.
and then it will count when I'm gonna be fertile.
Fertile.
Like
No,
yeah.
no, we need to pee.
And
You got to
it
pee
still
on
doesn't
that
work
tab.
because
No, you got to pee on the tab, and it says you're fertile. That's when. That's what we need.
Yeah.
only thing
Yeah.
is after the menstruation, Jay jumped on me right away.
You're funny too.
Yeah.
Goodness.
What I
Yeah.
can do right now.
Yeah, no, we gotta start taking it seriously, more serious, and yeah, we gotta track it. We gotta track when she's fertile because I want to put some babies in K.
Mike said, Jay.
Yeah.
Mike said, "What is all this tracking stuff? This is so."
No. This is Mike. This is married stuff, man. Like
It's an app, right? It's an app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not, yeah. But we can track when Kate's fertile. So. Oh, Wallace Live. Yeah, what's going on, bro? You missed a lot, man. You missed a lot.
Hi, Wallace.
Hey.
What's going
Hello,
on? It
Alice.
was good with
Dennis
people
is
here
asking,
today.
Jay. Let me ask. Dennis said, "I'm
Who?
27 and I'm trying to marry a Filipina. Any advice? Maybe let's Cliff, what's your advice?
Yeah.
Know what you want, first off. Find someone whose values are in line with yours. Patience, communication, understanding, and compromise.
Mm-hmm.
Anything there?
If she asks, oh my, it's in the hospital, I need money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say
If,
Oh,
anything.
my mom is sick. Oh, my dad is
if
sick.
she has an emergency, run. Run.
Yeah.
You want,
Because those are most of their excuse.
yeah.
Or I cannot see you.
Get
I need
your
a cell
weakness.
phone.
Yeah.
And you have
Oh,
here,
my
because
camera is not working. Oh, my phone is this. Oh, blah, blah,
yeah,
blah. Oh, I need laptop. Oh, I need, clothes. Oh, I found something there that is nice. Like, giving you a hand,
Yeah, I dated a woman
red
from
flag.
from Thailand, and we were dating for a couple of months, and she said to me, "If you love me, you'll pay." That ended our relationship right there.
wow.
She wanted me to buy her family a house. As soon as she said that, it was over. So just look for the red flags. Know what you want, and have patience. And you have to be true too. You can't just expect the woman to be true. You have to be true. If you go out there and you play it around, you're gonna get someone to play around with you. If you go out there, you're serious and you're focused on what you want, you're gonna find yourself a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And also, guys, if you're dating a Filipina, before you date them, how they gonna able to connect you online? How they able to have a load to search guys online? So make sure don't send any money to the
Yeah,
Filipina if they ask
yeah,
you. If they scam, if you're being scammed, it's your fault
right.
because you allow them to scam you. You
Yep.
allow them to send money because you can always say no and like why you're
Mm-hmm.
doing that to me, or just move on and find another girl that's not gonna ask money for you because girls should not
And
be asking.
there are plenty of women who are not gonna try and scam you. So
Yeah.
There's a
and
lot.
and I'll say there was a very small percentage that I dealt with that were like that. Maybe a handful. But the good thing about it is they tell you right up front. So
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
just like Kay said, if you get fooled, you're not fooled. That's on you. The red
Don't
flags
blame
and
the
signals are
Filipino
right
because
there.
I allow that. Yeah, correct. So
Yep.
Yeah.
don't let them scam you. Best way to meet Filipina is in the Philippines. That's true, but sometimes dating online is
Sometimes,
also another option.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. No, because I was saying that like sometimes, some guys, I think BK, some guys may need to date online, or not even just that. Some guys, like they won't know what to look out for. Like you can come in the Philippines, you can date a woman, and then you can meet her. She can show you something, and it still can be the same thing that happens online. So that's not all the way true. You can still meet a gorgeous woman online. Look at Rue, look at Kay, look at even Danica. That's going to be on again next week. You know, all these women are gorgeous, and they're all online. So guys say, "Oh, well, no, you won't find a very pretty woman online." That's not true. You're gonna find them. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you just have to look. That's all.
And also, if you're being scammed before, not all Filipino are like that. If you're
Right.
being scammed once,
Yeah,
everybody
exactly.
is a scammer. There's a bunch of Filipina in the Philippines. There's a lot
Yeah.
in around the world also. They're not gonna scam
It's
you if
not
you
just in
allow them.
Philippines, though. So
Yeah, it's
Right.
not only in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
Hmm.
yeah,
other
'cause
other country
I
too.
had the
even
same.
here in America,
Yeah, yeah. So I've had the
yeah.
same thing. Like, because I've dated in Thailand, I've dated in China, Japan. I was looking for an Asian wife. If you guys haven't figured that out yet,
Yeah.
but it wasn't until I got to the Philippines that I started to find women that were their values, their beliefs were in line with my values and my beliefs. So,
Hmm.
and then, of course, almost all the Filipino women in my age group or younger spoke English, so it made it easier for me. Not that
Yep.
I'm against learning the language, but you guys have to do a little bit of cultural, and this will go too with the subscriber who asked about this. Do some cultural research. Do
Yes.
not go into, regardless of whether it's Philippines, Thailand, or wherever you're going, do not go in blind, not understanding their culture. I'm
Hmm.
still learning so much about their
Yes.
culture. And yeah, that face of frustration there. And it's hard for me. Like, I'm not used to, like, we're going to have to pay for our builders, their lunch,
Yes.
their snack and drink.
Yep.
I'm not
He
used
was
to that.
shocked about that
I'm
one.
not used to that. I'm like, I'm already
was
paying
not.
you, and I gotta feed you too. So I had some issues with that.
You need to do that, Cliff.
But I'm
See,
learning.
I told you.
And I even offered, I'm gonna throw out the grill and make him some chicken. She's like, no, chicken's too expensive. Just give them some rice and seaweed.
Yep.
I'm not that cheap, Cliff. Come on.
So I
You need to borrow them.
so I don't mind now that I understand how it works. I will try and assimilate a little bit, but not
I
all.
gotta tell you,
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, Cliff, it took me 4 years of being here, 4 years of being physically in the country to truly understand the Philippines. And I had to see things, coming, going, see attitudes, realize different things, meet people, different people, hear about situations, different situations, hear about guys' issues, all of that. And until I said, okay, I got it. Because if you notice, my content hasn't turned into what it is now until about maybe 8 months ago, 9 months ago. Actually, no, it's been that way for about a year. It's been a year straight has been all the content I have now. Actually, about 2 years it's been. But that I had to learn first. I had to learn. And so it takes time. It takes time to truly understand the culture. So when I speak, and then when Filipinos sometimes bash me, I don't get upset. I just go, I don't think they realize that I'm just not any foreigner. I'm here. I've been here for a long time.
Right.
I'm learning and I'm with the culture. Like, I'm not trying to bash it. I think Filipinos get it mixed up sometimes with me. And I let them know, hey, look, this is what happens. I'm just telling foreigners, because a lot of times foreigners will come here and won't know. They won't know what happens here. And they'll find themselves either get in a situation where they can get killed, or they can get taken advantage of, or, anything can happen and they won't know about it. So I talk about those situations. And I feel it's necessary.
I think you need to, and maybe I can do it on my channel too, but I think you definitely need to press upon the fact that, especially for us Americans, because we're so, as a country, we are very entitled. The Philippines is not your country. You do not have rights in the Philippines. Zero. So the quicker you learn that, the better off you'll be. I was places where I'm like, I'm going to raise my voice, and I'm like, oh, slow the hell down, because someone will shoot you, and no one will ever find you. So you do have to be a little bit humble, and I think, Jay, you had said that on one of your videos. It's not that you're being a punk or anything, but you have to be humble and understand where you are. You are not in America anymore. And so there are some very, very wonderful things about the Philippines, but this is a foreign country, and you are a foreigner. So you gotta get it right.
Stay in your lane.
Absolutely, stay in your lane.
See, this is the thing with Filipinos. They remind me a lot of like where I'm from. Where I'm from, people are extremely nice, but you can't be in the Philippines just acting any kind of way. Like you can't be where I'm from acting any kind of way because something that happened. So it's the same thing. It's the same things that happened when I grew up. It was all about neighborhood back in the 80s. It was all about everybody being together. Cliff knows, he's from those times. It was all about everybody being together. Everybody that's why when I said the Philippines reminds me of how the U.S. used to be. Like you said it, Ru, you said, you can't speak to your neighbors. Back in the day in U.S., everybody knew all the neighbors. Ru knew everybody in his neighborhood.
You didn't do anything because they knew your parents and you were your butt beat.
Exactly. It was like that. And now it's not like that. Like now, if somebody else, a neighbor, is saying something to someone else's kids, it's a fight. Or somebody's getting shot. So it's different.
Somebody said, Ed Denoy said, Clip seems like a one hell of a nice guy.
I can be. I can be. I can also be an SOB.
Sometimes
Thanks, honey.
The professor said, I don't have money, only food stamps.
You can get 2-to-1 on those stamps.
And he said, you're going to feed your workers breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't
dinner.
think dinner. I think maybe lunch and merienda, right?
No, I think breakfast, lunch,
and
snack. No dinner.
Merienda.
Yeah.
Unless there's anything in the house.
The way that I am generous, but I'm not a fool. So if you expect it, you won't get it. But if you don't expect it, I will give it to you. If I see a need then I'll give.
Mhm.
So for me, like when it comes to Rue's family, like my family's not going to starve. But am
Mhm.
I going to buy luxury things for them? No, by no means. I would not. Um, and that's the way it works for like all the stuff there too. I see all these like we went to the market and they want to charge me more skin tax, right? So they
Mhm.
want to charge me more because I'm a foreigner. They would be better suited to just treat me like I'm a Filipino because they will keep getting my business. But you try and burn me once, that's it. I'm done. So I
Mhm.
made a couple of friends there. One guy owns a parts store. Another guy has like construction, but they don't ask me for money. They
Mhm.
just try and do things for me. And yeah, I take care of them. I make sure that they're okay. But it's because they didn't ask me for anything.
Mhm.
The ones that
Jay
ask me for
was
stuff
like
get
that
nothing.
too, Cliff. When we were riding a taxi, because in taxi sometimes it's like it's a rush hour, like oh taxi, and then the taxi said add 50 pesos, right?
Yep.
We're not gonna ride with them, but if we ride in the taxi and it doesn't say anything, sometimes
We give them
Jay
more.
and the
I
tip.
give them the 50 pesos.
Sometimes
I give them
we're
more
like,
than 50 pesos.
yeah,
Yep.
like just
They don't
like
send us. I give them 100. Yeah.
Well,
mhm.
so the first time I went to the Philippines, they got me good. I went through about 8,000 pesos in about a half hour between the ride from the hotel and then this little shady hotel room that I stayed in was horrible.
Yeah.
Um, but the second time I went back, I was hip to that game. So I had a guy trying to charge me more because I knew why he was trying to charge me more. He didn't want to
Mhm.
turn on the meter. I didn't get in the cab. And he got an
Mhm.
attitude. I said, listen, just like you don't want to use a meter, I don't have to ride in your cab. Goodbye. You know,
Mhm.
because I know that if I get in that cab and I have a dispute with him, it's my butt. It's not his butt. The cop's going to come and take his side, not my side. And I fully expect that. So
Mhm.
go on. I have a choice. I'll take the next
Yeah.
cab.
And also sometimes when they do like that, sometimes they have an attitude even though you're gonna pay extra. They oh because mom, it's too far. It's too your
Yeah.
place is too far. That's why we charge it more and like saying more sad
Yeah.
additional. So you will take
That's why we don't take cabs anymore.
yeah. That's why we rather pay Grab even it's a little bit more, but it's like
Mhm.
it's fixed already. You don't need to
Yep.
give a tip if you don't like, and unless you really like the driver, like they really drive well. But yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes it's better to just ride a Grab. Mm-hmm.
So the other issue I had was they want more money from me, but if I'm going to give money, I'm with a Filipina.
Mhm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to give the extra money to the family. I'm not going to give it to you. Why should you get it? Like she puts up
Yeah.
with my crap. She deserves my money. Like
Mhm.
why do you get it? Just because I'm American? No, 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 no. No, you got to
Yeah.
work for
Mhm.
it. So
I feel the same way. I feel the same way. And that happened, like I told you guys last week and during the live stream. It happened with the doctor. The doctor, and I've been living here. That's why I got even more upset. The doctor he wrote me a note to give to another doctor, and he charged me 1,500. He was trying to charge me 1,500 pesos for the note, and I'm like, 1,500 pesos for a note. I would pay less than that in the U.S. to get a doctor to write a note for me. That's $30. I would pay less than that in the U.S. You can get a doctor to
mhm.
write you a
Mm-hmm.
note for $10, $15. So I'm like, okay,
No, and it
and
also if they just inform us, the doctor
yeah,
doesn't inform us that
he
we need
just
to
wrote
pay
it.
for this. He
Yeah.
suddenly we're just like, oh, you need to. We already pay for the doctor
Hmm.
fee,
Yeah.
but if he just inform us like, oh, you need to pay for 1.5 for making me making you a letter. If they said that,
Hmm.
no, 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 don't make us a letter.
Yeah,
we're
don't
just
make a
gonna
Yeah.
letter.
we're
Hmm.
not. Don't make us a letter. You want
Yeah.
me to read the message of the Wallace? The first time in the
Good.
Philippines is
Good.
learning experience, and it shows you what the world has taught you. School and media only shows 5% of what the Philippines is truly is. True, that's true.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's so true. But
Gary Manila Martin is right. Pinay forever. Foreigners have a hard time laughing at Filipino jokes unless they learn the language. Because Jay is joking all the time, and then they're like, "What?" They doesn't know the joke. It's joke
yeah,
already,
it's
and
true.
they're like,
Especially yeah.
"What?"
It's like every once in a blue moon I get a Filipino that gets it. But guys, I was actually embarrassed in the video with Puting Pinoy, right? And so I was going around with him, and Kay didn't tell me. My lovely wife Kay didn't tell me what I was saying in Tagalog, and like I
No,
was
this
going
is a
through people saying
challenge, Jay. Why
no,
would
and I
I
was
tell
saying
you?
bawal umihidito, right?
Bawal
And
umihi dito.
bawal umihidito, and that means no
No,
peeing
no,
allowed
don't say
here.
the answer.
Oh,
Cliff, do you know what's bawal umihi dito?
She doesn't teach me anything, so they can talk smack about me. I already know that. We went to
yeah.
look at this land. that one of my other friends was selling, and the woman told her, don't teach him their language.
So that we can't talk shit about him.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
I'm still going to know they're talking shit about me. I'm going to read their body language.
Yeah.
You know, it's their eyes. There's facial expressions that you cannot hide when you're talking smack on somebody.
Wow.
So I don't have to learn the language. I'm learning people. I know humans, so I'm good.
Yeah, and also it's a therapy, so you easily like you can read people too.
Yeah.
Jay, tell him what's bawal umihi dito.
No peeing allowed here. No peeing allowed.
Do you want to experience them how like when we went to?
What, we had to pay to pee?
No, like you peed like in the street or.
Oh, so we're taking this long trip, and I was like, look, you guys got to find a restroom. And so who was it? Was it your uncle who was driving?
No, that was Ricky.
Ricky. So
driver.
So my friend pulls over. He's like, okay, and I was like, dude, there's no restroom here. And Rue's like, the tree, there, go.
Behind the tree.
And if you do that here in the States, Jay, and they catch you,
get
man.
in trouble.
Forget it. And don't be in a school zone doing that because you're really in trouble there.
Yeah.
So I was like, so I'm behind the tree, like I felt like I was breaking all kinds of laws and stuff. It was horrible. But I did it, so.
So, you get experience. That's experiencing.
Especially
That's more
traveling in the Philippines. Cliff, sometimes it's traffic, so it's like there's no place like you're gonna stop and then traffic.
I told the Grab driver to pull over. K knows, and I get out and I pee right in the middle of the street. And he didn't even pull over. I get out and pee in front of the street in front of everybody. People going to the store, but I had to go. I said,
"Oh my god!"
I went home like it was nothing.
It's not like I can hide behind anything either, so it's like
I didn't even hide. I didn't hide. I just got to grab one right back home. Kids like,
I guess what you got to do.
Guys. It was too traffic, and that's why whenever we go somewhere, I said, Jay, you wanna pee before we ride the Grab? You wanna pee first? Because I'm so embarrassed. Like, Kuya, open the door, and then Kuya, don't close the door. I was like, what are you doing? I was so embarrassed.
I try to empty my bladder before we go on trips now.
Yeah, you should be your bad bladder.
It's easier to travel with a Grab in Manila.
I love you.
I love you too.
In the province, I would use I would travel normal, like a tricycle in Case province is easier. It's better because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
So you guys are planning to have a car or something when you come to the Philippines?
Yeah, we're gonna buy one when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's got to get her license though.
I got to teach her Kay how to drive too.
Does she know how to drive already? You know how to drive.
She's driven here, but no license. She's afraid.
I'm afraid. He's not a good teacher. He yelled at me.
You should never learn by your spouse.
So loud, like,
your spouse should never teach you how to drive. You need a friend or somebody else.
I'm scared here. It's too busy.
It's not busy. It's Lafayette, Indiana. It's not busy. I've driven in New York. I've driven in LA. I've driven in Chicago. It is not busy.
I'd rather to have not traffic lights and drive than have traffic lights.
Good luck if you're already there.
You know what though? If she learns how to drive there, it'll be easy for her when she comes here.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be, I don't know how your area is, but if you're in the province here, it's gonna be it's easier to drive here, but that's why learning there will be much easier for you here.
Yeah.
You'll love it. Yeah.
Pinay forever said taxi driver are like that because they sense because of my accent or complexion. Ay, minuga ko nga. She said she scold the taxi driver maybe because Pinay forever has an accent already because she's been living in the US for a long time, and I thought like, oh, she has money. That's why whenever we ride a taxi, I will be the one to approach the taxi driver. Jay is so far. And that's the tip, guys. So when the Grab driver, the taxi
that's a good idea.
Okay, all right, let's go, Jay. Let's go.
That's a good idea.
What I'm gonna start showing to you guys, I'm about to start up the Mr. Nosebleeds. My boy, the one who I did the video with, who embarrassed me. I'm actually gonna do a reaction to that video, so be on the lookout for that. But what happened was, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna start the Mr. Nosebleed now, where I can't take a step unless I get some directions or something. I'm gonna use an app though to help me know some words, but I wanna get used to talking. So I'm gonna be like stuck there and can't move sometimes because I can't speak Tagalog. So if I don't know the word, I can't move. So I'm gonna be stuck there trying to figure out the best way to get someone to tell me the information I need, and I'm gonna do a whole show like that. So be on the lookout for that. I think it's gonna be good. The smell. Oh yeah, Tony Anderson was talking about and don't use the bathroom CR in the Philippines. The smell will get you.
The
You're right
smell.
about that.
Well, they charge me 20 pesos to use the restroom. I walk in there and I'm like, I should just pee on the floor. I mean, I just paid for this.
There's a trick on that, Tony. There's a tip. Don't pee on the gas station that it's old. But if it's new, only like they just built it like this year or maybe like few months ago, the toilet was so nice and fresh because there's like that around the corner with us. When we walk around, it's like so clean. So don't pee on the toilet in the gas station if it's old gas station.
I got a story for you guys. My story is kind of gross. It's gonna be disgusting. So if you just ate some food, you may want to turn up the last window. Well, what happened was, it was the same thing, right? We were at in Tagaytay, and they were charging 20 pesos for the bathroom. So this bathroom was trashy. It was so trashy, I didn't even want to use the bathroom anywhere. Now, the sad thing about it was pee everywhere, and it was poo poo on the toilet seat, right? And then the thing that was even worse, I had to poo poo myself.
Oh no!
So I couldn't hold it. It was like to the point I had to go on the floor, all over the floor. And when I left, it was
Parental guidance
it was
is
diarrhea
advised.
time. It was nasty.
Oh.
They
Man,
didn't eat yet, Jay. What are you doing?
You know, that's my experience.
Yeah, he warned us.
That's why I never made. I wanted to make a video talking about it. I said I can't make this video. I can't do it. But but the thing is, they charged me 20 pesos for that. I don't get it. Why do they charge 20 pesos or 10 pesos? Sometimes you get charged in the Philippines for these horrible bathrooms.
Yeah.
It bugs me out. And it's like, did you clean his bathroom? Yes, but 2 years ago.
It depends with Jay, guys. The place is in the mountain. It's in Tagaytay. So you know the People's Park. So if you really want to poo, you need to go down because it's too far from the street. That's the only toilet. There's no choice. If he has a choice, he's not gonna use the toilet. But he has no choice because he need to go down. So if you've been to People's in the park, it's not like easy. Like you're gonna go down. It's a little bit far from the main road.
It's no bathroom.
So
unless I go outside. So I had no choice but to do that. And I was disgusted, but I had to do it.
What do you mean by I had to poo in the rice paddy once? What do you mean rice paddy?
A rice paddy? He must have poo where the rice farm is or something?
In a rice
paddy. With somebody's rice?
What's
that? The ano pala yan. What do you call that, sis? The ano?
Oh, yes.
Oh!
Yeah, pala yan. Rice field?
Rice field, maybe. Is that rice field? I don't
or
know
maybe cornfield.
That's disgusting. That's
You use hagunoy to wipe your butt.
I'm sorry I brought it to the topic.
We called it that grass. You use hagunoy. We call it hagunoy in Bisaya to wipe your butt.
But Panay Forever said before, I want to know a little more about that. Panay Forever said when she was in the U.S., all the Filipinos that she met want to party all the time. And Panay Forever, definitely you gotta come on with us and talk about it on the Black Filipino.
Yes.
Patty Phil. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Patty Phil, rice field, yeah.
Well, did he poop? Is it rice there? Like actually?
Yeah, it's.
Man, that's nasty.
You know what, Jay? We can't say anything about them doing that in the rice paddy because we got people that do it in stores, on the street corners, bus stops.
Yeah.
Huh?
Remember the woman who was in the store?
The store. He just shoot and boom.
Yep.
Squirt.
Security camera had her. Yeah. So.
Nasty.
Those people have mental illness because they do it here. You have it here in Manila too. You see somebody with mental illness that a poo right in the street. You guys probably don't remember. Remember, Kay? We were in Divisoria and we walking by, right? And this lady, there was a hole in the middle of the street. She removed her panties in front of everybody. It had to be like 1,000 people walking back
In
and forth, right?
168 Mall, outside the,
No, 168
you
Mall,
know the
in front of
168 Mall,
McDonald's.
outside. She was there. They have a
No.
small table there, and then there's a canal there a little bit, and then the lady like, I was like, what? I see it like this, and Jay like, oh, I was like, Jay, be quiet. I already noticed it, and he's so loud, like.
No, let me tell you what happened. No.
Discreet.
Not only was it open, like
Jay is like,
I seen her butt area, I seen the area, and it was crusty white, like she didn't wash in like 3 years. It was like crusty white, all in that area, like the vagina was stuck together.
Why did we go in this kind of topic?
No, it was disgusting. Yeah, the blood pressure, remember it? That lady's private area was all white and crusted, like she hasn't washed in years. And I said, oh.
Jay explained it like per detailed. I was like, I see it already. And Jay said, what is that? I was like, babe, you're so loud. You don't need to announce it.
No, babe, I'm not used to that, babe.
Act too much.
Babe, no, she was dead serious. And then she wiped herself with something. I said, it wasn't even a tissue. It looked like a piece of paper or something. I said,
you don't like people to eat, Jay. It's lunchtime in US right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, enough of that. Yeah, no. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that.
No, you're all right.
Gap enough of that topic and old lady does that. Abi Wallace, you know.
Yeah, they said, wow, this combo went to the crapper.
Yeah, no. Vomit, Jay. Jay is a loud person. Joanna's like say Jay is a. I know. I was so discreet. Like I don't like to say it. Like it's obvious. And they say, what is that? And it's like,
no, because I'm filming, and that's a shot. I have the camera pointed.
No, he was vlogging that time too. He was vlogging like he's so serious talking.
I just see like her butt out, and I almost put the camera on her, and I said, "Oh no."
You get in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. And I said, "Oh man, that's crazy." Exactly. Panay forever said, "I'm a typical New Yorker. We see something, we say something."
That's funny.
It's like announcement. I was like, what are you saying? Announcement? I always calling him when he said like that. I said announcement because it's too announcement.
Yeah.
Yes, Jay, me and Abby are eating breakfast. I think they're eating breakfast right now.
You see, Professor said, but I showed it again. I sure did, didn't I? I put the camera right back on her. I put it right back on her like, oh.
Rosalie Benedicto Sheldon. Maybe she's a Filipina married to a foreigner. She said, my hubby said, ew.
Yeah. No, it was serious. Like, but that's some of the things. It wasn't the first time, I seen that. But you don't see it in the province. You only see that in the streets of Manila. That stuff doesn't happen. I never seen it ever in the province. In the province, you don't see, people doing stuff like that. But in Manila,
that's true. Abby said, "LOL, old ladies does that." I just remember my grandma did that.
Then, yeah, I believe that.
Oh my God.
Hey, but you gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah. If she said it, I can believe that. But yeah, thank y'all guys for coming.
Thanks for having us.
I'm getting to the point now. I'm actually getting tired. I'm like tired.
We need to Jay tired. We need to make sure that Jay is tired. So he will sleep. Because today
I don't know how.
He just sleep 4 hours and he wake up and then he said, "Okay, let's sleep together." I said, "I wanna clean the house." No, he's just gonna hug me and he sleep again like a baby.
Oh, yeah.
User. He's a user. Just kidding.
I grab her.
You have a user, I have a slut over here, so.
Yeah.
I
gotta do that
before.
You don't know.
But
You still are.
Would pay because like sometimes I work and I'm not used to working overnight anymore. So recently I've only been sleeping 4 hours. Okay, like every night I get up like 4 hours. I'll sleep at like 6 in the morning, then I'll get up at 10, and then I'll be up for like 2 hours. I eat something, go back to sleep. But my sleep is broken now since I've been working overnight, and I got to get back to my regular hours pretty soon. Pretty soon, I'll get to the point where I don't need to work, and I can just vlog and do my thing. But it's fine. I'm happy. I like the the position I have now with this contract, it's not hard at all. I'm actually not even doing sales really, and he's so amazing what I'm doing, but it's not hard.
Yeah, I was
It's
going to
not
ask
hard.
you, are you contracted now, or what's going on with that?
Yeah, I'm contracted now. I'm contracted now. He has me set at 55 hours a week, which is nuts, but it's not bad 'cause with that 55 hours a week. It pays well, and
Actually, the
I'm just
job is
looking to.
very easy, guys.
It's very
Jay's
easy. I'm looking
job
to.
is super
It
easy.
is.
Only
It
thing
is.
is you need to fight on the night shift. His job is
Yeah.
just to call people and tell them to connect their Facebook and the Facebook page to the business of the company. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
because the company that he's working with is promoting their product. It's like an ads
Mhm.
or something promoting
Oh,
the product. They just need to connect their Facebook to the company and their Google, and that's it. I was like, I
Yeah.
hope I'm
But
American so
it's
I
not
can
easy though,
just
Kay.
get a job like that. It's so easy. I
No,
was like, oh my
no, no.
god.
You think, okay, no, but what happens is a lot of times when you're calling people to get their information, people don't want to be bothered.
yeah.
People
You're
don't want to
talking
be
to
bothered.
owner of the like
Yeah, of the company.
car dealership. That's the one he's
So,
contacting.
so what happens is a lot of times people are like, oh no, I don't got the information. I gave it to you already, and they didn't give it to the guys yet. They were trying to, and it didn't work. And usually you got to talk them through and say, well, I know you may have tried, but we don't have it. And you would be calm with them and talk to them like that. But the way I talk, I don't know. I'm like the voice of reason when I speak with these people, and they give me everything, and I love it. They're like,
What
oh,
it is, Jay, what it is you're likable, and people want to do
yeah,
business with people they like.
that's what's
Plain
happening.
and
That is
simple.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
And
true.
always
And
Jay, when he started working, he said, "Oh, I just have 5 minutes of your time." I said, "No, Jay, do not say five
yeah,
minutes. You're gonna think
Kay
it's
got on me about
long."
that. Yep,
I
Kay got on
said,
me about that.
"Say 1 minute. Say like few minutes. Do not say the 5 minutes." But he say 1 minute. Okay, 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 okay. 5 minutes.
Yeah.
No, never ever use the word 5 minutes because people will think it's a long time because they're
Okay, no.
busy people.
That was one of the reasons why me and Kay got together. Like Kay has understanding. So when me and Kay, you gotta understand, when me and Kay were talking.
Now I was
Like,
working in a call center to
see, she
clear
had that
filter.
experience. So she had the same experience I had, the same experiences, and we were talking. That's what connected us. That's when I said, okay, it's time for me to go. It's time for me to move out there because I'm going with someone that thinks like me. Like she's like my my twin in a way.
My twin. Meet my
You are,
twin.
but you're a woman. And so my ex told me, she said one day, she said, my ex said it. She said, you need to be with somebody that's like you. She said, what it is, and that's what you need. She said one day, she said, you're gonna meet your match. You need to be with somebody that's like you, and also somebody, because if somebody's like you, you're gonna see the attitude you have.
Yeah.
Because sometimes she felt my attitude was too strong. But then when I got with Kay, she has somewhat of attitude, but like I have, but nowhere near. Because I'm still the voice of reason. I'm still the commanding voice. Okay. And it's times like Kay and Kay get in arguments, and she'll get loud, and my voice is commanding. So if I raise my voice, Kay gets scared. And
No,
I,
sometimes
Kay,
guys he speaks so loud. I was like, you're so loud, and it's outside. You know when you're outside
yeah.
and he speaks so loud, it's too much.
No, but
Like,
it's time. It's times with your woman where a woman will make you have to show yourself, and you don't. Of course, you're not going to hit her, but a man will have to raise his voice. And usually, when I raise my voice, I'm serious. Like by the time I raise my voice, I'm at the point where it's like, okay, I'm not. Like now, I'm done. I snap. I don't snap and hit nobody. And you feel it in my voice. And she's like, oh my god. And I'm like, and I don't even do it. I say, babe, I never hit you, right? I gotta tell her that after, like, I never hit you, because sometimes a woman can get a man to where he has to be there,
Oh,
and a
she
man,
beats me all the time.
yeah,
She beats
but
me all the time.
Did you
a
what?
man has
Punch
to
me.
go there with a woman sometimes,
No,
with
no.
punch of
you know.
love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
But
make sure.
she's not gonna hurt me, so
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, because you're like a rock.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Guys, when I was dating, I also tell to Jay like I don't like a guy that's hurting a woman because
Hmm.
my father, even my mother and fathers, sometimes they have misunderstanding. My father never hurt my mom.
Hmm.
My mother, so I was telling him before like girls, if you're trying to date online, make sure the guy know that you don't like a guy that's hurting a woman, because sometimes I asking Jay like, some situation like, did you ever hurt your ex before? Just to get a clue. Because I don't like a guy who's hurting a woman. And he's saying, no, I never hurt a woman. So I was like, okay, ding. Okay, that's good. you know, you don't like to get me in tune for like, oh, I got hurt.
Yeah. Black eye.
And post in Facebook.
Yeah.
Yes.
Funny.
Only punks do that. Like I told Kay, like I said, Kay, if I hit you, people are gonna know I hit you because, like, you know how some guys are beat on women. If I hit a woman, I'm gonna break her jaw. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I punch hard. I've been in fights with grown men. I remember one time I got in a fight with this guy. He was 6'2", like 250 pounds. I punched him and he flew back, and that's how hard I hit him. I was fighting him with so much energy. I punched him, and my friends were watching. They said, "Yo, you punched him in the face, and he flew back," and they were shocked. It was like, "Yo, I didn't know he was that strong." And so imagine me hitting a woman like I punch her in the face and wire her whole jaw. Like I go to jail instantly. One punch, I'll be in jail. And
my arm is bigger than her head. What am I going to look like putting my hands
that's
on her?
what I'm saying. Yeah, like that's crazy. That's crazy. And as a man, you know,
Clip, we're gonna carry you,
man,
boom.
especially a manly man. Manly men can't fight women.
I think one of her aunts was saying something about she was worried about I was going to hurt her, and so I picked her up and I'm like, look at what I can do to, like, why would I put my hands on her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not that I'm really strong; she's just really small. So.
I just want to share, guys. Jay tell me the story because Jay and I, when we first come here, I always ask, who's your ex? How many ex do you have? We always talk that in the morning, just to get some idea, But he mentioned before, like, he has an ex that, Jay, the one that your ex that trying to like, okay, just hurt me. And Jay left it.
No.
Tell the story, Jay. Tell the story.
Well, what happened was I was asleep, right? So she was bugged out. She wanted to have sex, and I was asleep. And so she sprayed some water in my ear. And so I woke up like, what are you doing, right? So I got up, and what happened was my reaction was like, I just swing, right? So I swung a little bit, and it hit her hair, like on the tip of her chin, right? So then she said, oh no, she said something like, oh no. And then what happened when I hit her at the tip of her chin, I stood up, she came up me, and I swung like, what are you doing? And then she took the cord and tried to wrap it around my neck, the cord, like the cable cord on the wall, right? And then I pushed her back. And then she said, oh, no, it's okay. I can tell she was like very confrontational. And like, she was like, oh, no, it's okay. I can take it. Like when I hit her right here a little bit when I went to go smack at her. And I was like, and she said, I can take it. After that, I said, you got to go home. She had to go. She left. After that, I avoided her for like the next week. I didn't even break up with her. I just got her out of the house. She got home, and I avoided her. She kept coming to my house. I kept hiding, and we were together for like a year, and nothing ever happened. No,
she was letting her freak fly.
Yeah. She let me know how she was, and I said, "Oh no, this woman is abusive. She's abusive, and I'm not going to get caught up in an abusive relationship back and forth to jail." So I said, "I got to let her go," and that was it.
Yeah, that's the chica minute, guy. Jay. Yeah. There's one here from Rosalie Benedicto. She's a Filipina, but she's living in upstate New York. Rosalie, Jay was living. He's live in upstate New York for a year or 2 years. A year. Mm-hmm. With the church there. So
I lived in Binghamton, New York. I was staying in Green. I was staying by Binghamton, New York. I was staying in Green, New York, close by. Of course, it's close to Canada, right there.
She said it's 3 hours. Her place is 3 hours away from Niagara Falls.
Actually, right by the Niagara Falls. Yeah, right by the Niagara Falls. Her place is there too? So she's there. Yeah, I was staying close by her. Why is the size of peach mango pie in NYC is different than in the
Philippines? Jollibee now.
Jollibee.
Yeah.
I know. Guys, let's talk about
Abigail, you know why I gotta answer that. You know why the size is different, Abigail? They're trying to kill people more in the US. The size is bigger in US, right? They give smaller servings here in the Philippines. In the US, they're literally trying to kill everybody. So they get bigger servings.
Feels that way sometimes.
Yeah,
I can't wait to get back to the Philippines. I'll drop 20, 30 pounds in the first month I'm there.
You will. Actually,
Walking,
man.
walking, Cliff, keep walking
Yeah.
around the area
Every time I
first.
come there, the food is fresh, and I'm not so
Mhm.
reliant on driving around all the junk that's out here. So for me, for my health wise, it makes sense for me to move to the Philippines. We had a lot of good reasons why to go to the Philippines because I still
Mhm.
have people here that don't understand it. I'm like, if you go, you'll understand.
Peace
Yep.
of mind too, like
Peace
Yeah.
of mind. Mm-hmm.
guys, like Ro, just keep walking around your area. You got Cliff, we're gonna sexy body, yeah.
Yeah, Cliff, you're gonna drop, man. You're gonna drop.
Yeah, it's
You're
really
gonna drop
helped.
like
Like
crazy.
2 hours walk. Oh my gosh. Even it's tiring. I'm happy I lose a lot of weight already. Not too much. I still not on my ideal weight, but I'm happy. Even though sometimes I'm complaining because it's really tiring. 2 hours,
Yeah.
we're already on Ortigas in Mega Mall. Jay is like, Jay's of energy. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore.
I've got my routine
Remember.
mapped out. I'm going to do my walk, and then I got my heavy bag going over. I'm going to hit my heavy bag for about a half hour. Then I need my cold buko juice, and then I'll get to
Oh
work,
yeah,
and then going about my day. I've got a routine already planned out.
that's
Yeah, that
I'm
good.
looking
boxing.
forward to it.
That boxing, that heavy bag. Oh man, you're gonna lose a lot of weight with that too. Boxing is the key.
Yeah.
Boxing and walking.
Yeah.
Even more
Mhm.
so than jogging, because jogging is like, if you don't jog every day, nobody wants to jog. Go outside and walk. Man, the weight you lose, you'll be like, man, I'm so happy I just went outside and walked. And you don't even gotta walk fast. Sometimes me and Kate just walk around, just it's like we're chilling, and it's not it's I love it. I love it. I'm gonna
She
change
said
eventually.
it's 2 hours away from
I seen that,
Banghambut.
yeah.
Hi, Ligomash. This is Sonic. Hello, Ligomash.
Yeah, Sonic, we gotta get that interview done too,
Hello,
man.
Mr.
But everybody, I think I'm
Santos.
gonna end it right here. I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end the show. I want to stay on. It's a lot of y'all here. I want to stay on and talk, but I
Yeah.
gotta end it because I'm getting tired.
My friend, look.
It's
He's fading.
12:47.
No, make
Yeah,
Jay tired. Make Jay tired, please. You're gonna
I'm
use me
fading.
again. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm fading. I'm running out of words. I can talk forever,
Good
but I'm
night,
running out of words.
Jay.
I'm so
No, but
He's
tired.
not sleeping yet. He need to
Jay,
sleep
we
like an
gotta
hour
we gotta
before.
talk off. We gotta talk offline one day.
Yeah, yeah. Contact me too on. Well, you got a Gmail, right?
Yeah, I got your Gmail.
I'm gonna invite you to Hangouts because on
Hello,
Hangouts
Mr.
we
Mister.
could video chat and everything on
Okay,
Hangouts. So I'll invite you to
that'll
Hangouts.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any last word for you guys? Invite everybody
Any
again.
last
Those who
words?
come
Yeah.
late, invite them to your channel, please.
Yeah,
Hmm.
thank you guys for
Yes.
hanging in there. You've seen a little taste of what you'll get on my channel. This woman is always this way, so I know that my channel is nothing without her.
Yeah.
So it's true, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Any final
Yes.
words, my love?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Subscribe our channel, Cliff and Rue. And I don't know what to say. I'm running out of words.
Too much English.
Yeah, I spend my like 3/4 of my life with English and 1/4 of my life Bisaya or Tagalog. Yeah. But thank
Everybody
you
say good
guys.
yes.
We are how many subscribers? Subscribers we are.
How many right now?
321.
What?
Early, yeah, 321. Earlier it was like 302.
Huh?
Oh, really?
Oh,
Everybody subscribing?
yes. Guys,
Yay,
Yeah.
I
thank you
Thanks everybody for
guys.
subscribing. Yeah.
click
Yeah.
I
Everybody
put
definitely make sure
the
you go
link.
subscribe.
Guys, I
Yeah.
put the link of Cliff and Rue in the comment section. Just click that the link and then it will bring you to their channel. Subscribe so you can meet them. And they're gonna show Philippines how you travel during the quarantine so you will learn
Hmm.
about it. So
Yeah.
Yes.
subscribe to both of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Thank you,
guys,
thank
we're gonna do
you.
this again next week, guys. We got another show coming. We got more exciting topics. I'm definitely gonna talk about a lot more on the expat, the things expats say that are not necessarily true. Because the fact that you can't bring a Filipina to the States is false. The fact that you can't do certain things, I mean, you can do whatever you want to do if you have the mind for it and you have the mentality and the patience for it. and you actually have the patience for your woman, because these women need patience. Okay, they need men. They don't need men that didn't have a chance to be the boys they wanted. There's a lot of guys coming to the Philippines for that. They didn't get a chance to be the boys they wanted, or they're not satisfied, or maybe they came from a bad situation and they just done with a woman. A lot of guys are not looking for that. A lot of guys are saying, you know what? I want to be able to I want to marry a Filipino. I want a Filipina that's different than the U.S. Okay, or not even different than Filipinos. I'm talking about different than women in the U.S. Guys want that. They want women they can settle with, because at the end of the day, okay, a man doesn't want to be a player for the rest of his life. A man wants a woman he can settle and grow old with. So you can find that in the Philippines. You can take her wherever you want to any country if you put in the work. So with that being said, guys, definitely stay tuned. There's gonna be more shows like this. I would love to bring Cliff on for other talks, not just asking Filipina. And I want Rue for that. Rue, I gotta have you on that too, because Rue is just growing on part. I'm gonna have Rue on actually the videos. I'm gonna do video reactions. I'm gonna do video reaction segments next. And that's gonna be good. And you're gonna Rue, you gotta be there for that. So
Okay.
hey guys.
I want last word from Kay too, Jay.
I don't want to be playing no more, right? The professor? Exactly. He said it right.
Jay always forget the last word from Kay. I wanted to say thank you, the TBF fam, for all the joiners. Thank you so much, guys, for the super chat, and for the people who always here in the live chat.
Yes.
Always like answering the question, joining our chat every day, not every day. I mean every Sunday. Thank you so much, guys. You make the live live chat and live, fun as well.
And also, I gotta say to all the members, I'm going to start posting. We're gonna do the next Ask a Filipina. If all the members, if you can be there, I'm gonna set the date. Be there. I want your input. All the members are gonna have say so on the questions. Say if it's questions I should add. I'm gonna take questions from the members. You'll be able to talk with me and the ladies as we're doing the stuff. And I want the cooperation, and I love the cooperation. So thank you, and definitely become a member, and you'll be able to take part in that. So thank you guys. And with that being said, I want to thank you for watching this live show. I'm actually gonna take a lot of these videos. I'm gonna chop them up. You're gonna see them all through the week. I'm gonna start doing it on my live show. So be prepared for that, guys.
Bye, guys. Bye, sis. Stay sexy. Bye, guys.
I don't know where you gotta go, but have a good Sunday, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good night.
Have a nice day.
Good night, Jay.